What's that make you think of?
Makes me think of own well and saving money on my property taxes and doing so with literally next to no effort on my end. Ownwell.com/thedumbzone is how you sign up. If you've got financial savings on the mind for a New Year's resi, if it's in, then they're going to help you save money on your property taxes, which are due here very soon. How does it work?
I got an email from Carter last time we were talking Ownwell. He says, to say Ownwell works is an understatement. Showed me the screenshot. Total saved with Ownwell, $4,758.
Woo! That's a lot of coffees. Why do they always do coffee?
The price of a cup of coffee? It's like horsepower, right?
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway, Ownwell saves you lots of money, and it'll take you like 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. You go in there, type in some information. Then you're kind of done. You could be done into perpetuity because they checked mine again this year. You know, I signed up last year, and then all of a sudden they sent me one this year. Saved a few $100s. It varies what you'll save, but I think they're great.
But you're going to save, and that's the only way that you're going to pay. We actually talked to Ownwell recently. Listen, the government doesn't love them doing this. They don't want it. Ownwell's here to help you fight that fight at ownwell.com/thedumbzone.
Hello, friends. Happy Monday. NFL playoffs Monday. NFL Divisional Round Monday.
It's the real playoffs.
And we are the Dumb Zone. I'm Dan McDowell.
Jake Kemp.
Blake Jones.
Clayton is here as well. We have our location today, downtown Dallas. The Fox 4 building, but specifically the Game Day Men's Health Studio. GameDay.dumbzone.com is the web address we'd like you to go to. We'd like you to go to any one of their 12 area locations. We love them all equally. Love them all, folks. And just go in there, tell them you heard about them on the Dumb Zone. Get 10% off that TRT.
Get yourself checked. It's free.
Get a little boosty. Get a little boost for the big week coming up. Today is MLK Day. So as I told you this morning, we do have a wide open parking lot down here at the Fox building because
no Canadian tickets today.
People aren't coming into work. Clayton was concerned, so concerned that he warned me last night about some kind of a goings-on on I-30 that might delay us, but he did forget it was MLK Day.
Oh, I thought maybe the delay was like MLK Selly related.
Well, I said we have the person we have to thank for this is James Earl Ray.
Or the FBI.
I think he was on his way to getting his own holiday.
James Earl Ray?
No, MLK.
I was going to say, because I feel like if anything...
Yeah, if he just...
That's actually not a topic you want to think about.
Like if MLK was still alive, he'd have a holiday? I don't think he would.
Well, it's not so much the holiday. It's just think about it, dude.
He would have been caught with something?
Not caught. I mean, we already know.
But in the public?
Yeah, dude.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've heard somebody else do this bit before, but given how MLK was living, had MLK continued to live, and he'd maybe gotten, and even if it's not just how he was living, if he went to 80, 90 years old, I promise you, you would not think of him the same, dude. You just wouldn't. You'd know way more about all the chicks he was tagging or about all this or all that, and he would have lived old enough for there to be a lot more video. I'm telling you, dude. Like, think about like Jesse Jackson.
Would he be on TikTok?
Jesse Jackson, when before I was around, was a legitimate political force. He was not a joke. And like by the time I turned, MLK would have been on South Park, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
And
so we wouldn't have this day off.
Well,
that's why we're saying thanks to James Earl Ray, we have this day off. And would we have as many days off? Like, did James Earl Ray make us?
He opened the door.
Well, would we have one less holiday today? Would you have less days off, or is there a certain amount of holidays you have to have in the natural order of things?
No, because if it was the natural order of things, then it wouldn't vary by location, like other countries, right? That also work.
I don't recognize other countries existing.
Well, you should in this regard, because if you wanted to talk about having more holidays, they'll take off for anything.
Will they?
Oh my. We
got Thanksgiving and MLK Day. They don't.
That's very true. Yeah, but I mean, even I don't know how this works industry wide, but in China, like in my mom's business, they take like a month for the New Year. I don't think I have that wrong. People go home. If they work in the city, they go home.
That's when they eat monkeys and bats.
Jeez, we just went right to the end of the racist bingo card. Huh?
I thought that's how we got COVID, because of a monkey.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, folks, MLK.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. My daughter did ask me last night. I told the boys, this is like do you guys know what Ruth Conda is?
She helps you clean up your place, and you want to have a.
Ruth Conda is a reference I want to be able to make.
It's not Marie Kondo.
It's a thing on Twitter. Okay.
Thank you.
My bad. That's really
if
good.
I have to explain it, though, I shouldn't. Yeah.
There's a thing that a certain type of, I guess, liberal woman, usually white, does on social media where they're tweeting about their daughters or their sons having reactions to social events that there's no way the kid had context for.
Oh, yeah, I like that bit.
So around the time that Black Panther was popular.
I was just I sat my 4-year-old down yesterday and told her about Greenland.
That's what
she
this
was. Like, oh, no.
So around the time.
Why would he go after our allies, she said. And I was like, we sat and had a cry.
And Braden was like, what does this say about the future of the West and its relationships?
I love this bit.
Okay, so this is it, Ruth Conda. So it was around the time that Black Panther was popular. You'd have kids saying like Wakanda forever. Everybody wanted to be Black Panther. At the same time, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, after ruining the future of our republic, died. Oh, wow, I'm just hearing that for the first time. And so she posted a photo of her daughter like doing the X thing, and it was like, just told my daughter about the death of RBG, and she's, crying, said we'll carry her legacy on, Ruth Conda forever. It's a thing that people do. Oh, I just told my daughter about Trump winning, as you said, Greenland. So
right.
This is not that, but it's approaching it.
She wants to know about how this Venezuela.
Right.
She couldn't understand why the opposition leader isn't more fit to lead than the second in command.
She's got opinions on the crude oil.
And then I dropped her off at preschool.
Right. Right, to go sort fish into colors. So she asked me, how are we going to celebrate MLK? And it seemed like she was making a distinction of the day and MLK. And
she was celebrating his existence, yes.
So it just felt like she was asking for more than you're off school.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
I'm like, I'll get back to you, so I don't know.
Oh, like you got to do something at home, like put up the tree?
Yeah, I was going to stop by and pick up a bunch of, props and face paint on the way home and have an evening with the family. Just kind of get into costume.
All right, you're James Earl Ray.
Right. Give my son a rifle and have him assume that role. No, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, we're working.
Yeah. Hardly.
Are we hardly working or working hard? Has anyone ever said that to you unironically?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, you grew up in Texas.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And your dad is your dad.
Exactly.
So he's probably said it to you within the last month. Okay, so you know what? I have not. We still have a couple of people I'm waiting to hear back from, But so probably we have all the seats filled for this weekend's game, but I might be reaching out to you pretty quick. Coming up next week, next Sunday, we're going to do the AFC Championship game from the Den. We're going to do a live stream. And on Thursday, we will be at Cane Rosso, the White Rock Lake location. We get thrown off, Blake especially, when there are two locations that have the word lake in them.
Yeah,
and he cannot compute that. He doesn't know the difference between Michigan and Ohio and New York for the same reason.
Yeah, I was going to go to the Lake Worth one.
Now, in his defense,
it is Gaston Avenue, White Rock Lake-ish. It's a little south of White Rock Lake.
White Rock and Lake Highlands are similarly positioned. They're close to one another.
They're both down there.
But this one will be the White Rock Lake location, and our friend Jimmy Nelson will join us out there.
Okay, so
he lives down the street.
So we invite you to come out, join us and Jimmy at Cane Rosso. Cane Rosso also will be on hand at our game stream, as they are the official food sponsor of our Cowboy Plus a Playoff game stream. And also, as the official sponsor of all our game streams, Qualis Roofing. They put the roof over the Dragon Den of Inequality. They have helped out tons of our listeners as well. They will help you out. And they advise that you get a roof inspection. Insurance companies say you should get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that seems like a little much. How about I say at least I say at least once a year. And why not do it with Qualis Roofing? Because when I called them, got a free roof inspection. They did find some damage. I haven't had it done in years. They're like, yeah, how long has it been, man? Hail, whatever has been affecting our roof. Got us a free roof, new roof, I guess. Basically, we just paid the deductible for the insurance. They dealt with all the insurance company calls and all that garbage. So it's great. Qualis Roofing.
The website is qualisgc.com. You get your roof inspected. You get yourself some merch. You get yourself a new roof. Then you get yourself a sit-in. You can come watch us do the show. qualisgc.com or 817-500-9008.
The sponsor of all of our game streams and of today's weekend check. As we've all been off, didn't get together, no games, no hanging out, no soup.
We got to change which game we do, right?
Why, do you hate it?
Backup quarterback, Patriots. The other game is going to be way more fun.
It's a Stidham revenge game.
Could be.
Against
possibly the Nooch.
The Nooch.
What if the Nooch
Stidham
gets
was a
in?
Patriot.
It's Ben DiNucci time.
Just throwing it out there.
You remember Ben DiNucci time?
Oh, yeah.
Then it was...
So punt time for Brian Anger.
Yeah.
We'd always be within a couple of minutes of each other. You'd hear those things.
I understand. I just like that earlier game.
Oh, this is about bedtime, isn't it?
The other one's not bad. It's not like it's 7 o'clock. It's like 5:30, isn't it? I think so. We can move it if you want. We would need to check with our guests, though. That would be the only thing. But I'm down. I don't care.
I don't know. I'm kind of a Denver guy, though.
I did note that you are kind of a Denver guy. Machine, who's going to be joining us, if it's Denver, is kind of a Denver guy, too. Bronco guy, I guess.
Well, when we watch the 15th punt go in the air, I'm going to say on the stream that I wish we were doing the other game.
And you'll have that right. That's when
Seattle?
What? The most fun
Are you
team
on
in the
Darnold?
league. In Stafford?
It's the two best teams in the league. So there's an argument to be made. But I feel like if there's a bunch of punts, that's time for Blake's set.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might just be the game of the century.
The most important one, Roma.
I'm not going to settle this now. I'm just throwing it out there.
All right. Who wants to go first? I was going to go last.
I'll go first.
CK.
Foodie CK.
Yeah, let's step into Clayton's content corner real quick.
All
right. On MLK Day. All right, thank you.
Where he's from too.
We got new Dragon Show started Sunday.
It came back last night?
No, it's a whole new Dragon Show.
Oh, okay.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
It's like the prequel, right?
No, this is a tangent.
It's
a branch of a branch, brother.
Is it?
There's the
in
other
the
one was
universe?
The yeah, it's in the universe. It's the book Sir Duncan the Tall. Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I can't believe Jake's excited.
Remember
back when Jake hated dragons?
I like the whole universe of that stuff. I would give it a chance.
White Walkers.
What did he say? He didn't like shows in the trees or
in
something?
the woods.
That's mostly. I think you're confusing me with. It doesn't matter. No, this I just did Command F and search COMED, and it is listed as a comedy drama. At which point I know I'm out. So that's the departure here, Clayton. It's a little more light.
Yeah, it's a little bit more funny. The
laugh track
within the first 3 minutes, there's a shot of a guy taking a shit next to a tree, and you literally see it.
Yeah, they're gonna do that for you.
So
I'm out on that.
That sounds like Jackass.
Yeah, it was a
to
little
me.
jarring because it was just like this show used to be about pageantry and like these big, and then now it's just a guy taking a dump on it next to a
That's
tree.
why I don't complain about that stuff when it comes to the movie bits and realism. I don't really need to see bathroom.
Yeah,
I don't need to see you going to the bathroom. That's fine if in the movie universe no one ever
that's a good point.
Goes number
You
one
give and
or
take.
number two.
Yeah, that's actually a little bit of untapped territory. You know, for a long time, if you wanted to push the envelope, you would just show peen. Right? It's like, oh, HBO's showing. Look, every episode's got a dick.
It's poo.
No, now it's a Steve-O bit 5 seconds into the show.
Yeah, we can't be that too far away from like Timothée Chalamet starring in a Sunday night series where he just like drinks. It's just Fear Factor or
That came back.
Jackass. I know.
I'm avoiding it.
Like, think of what you're saying.
Should that go on the list?
On HBO, they just show guys taking a shit.
Well, then the
Explain
other
that
show
to your parents.
is two hockey players,
Yeah, I've heard a lot about
getting
that.
down with each other.
I can only watch it like 20 seconds at a time. What were you saying, Blake?
Things that are back? Fear Factor?
Yeah, I mean, it is back. No, and I think it does go on the list because, as I was alluding to, because I heard Rogan telling Johnny Knoxville why the show ultimately ended, I don't think you could have twin sisters drinking donkey cum in 2018. Just too much. There was too much going on from a conversation standpoint of like, oh, is that demeaning and representation? Like people were getting fired from The Bachelor for being part of like all white sororities, which are just all of them, and like attending. Actually, it's not an all white sorority. They just had an antebellum party. And Chris Harrison got fired from the show, the host, the producer, for being like, I don't have a problem with that. I seriously doubt that in that moment you could have flipped over to the other channel and saw women drinking donkey cum.
WHL. Why Hillary lost?
There you go. Perhaps.
Not a good acronym.
Bit collision.
The lists are connected in a way.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so do you like the show?
It's kind of hard. After the first episode, there wasn't much action. There wasn't much. It was just.
You haven't heard as much hype about this one, have you?
No, not really. And the guy's kind of got this bumbling idiot kind of mice and men feel. And he's got this little bald-headed kid running around with him that looks like he has alopecia.
Yeah, I was aware of this book because I got super into the show and then wanted to read the books. And then whenever you're caught up, you need other GRRM content. And this was kind of related. But the book sucks. Don't watch the show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I might be with Blake. I might be out. But I don't have Landman anymore. It's over.
This is just it's like Karnaki, man. It's another thing where a media company's like, this worked. Bleed it till it dies.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
I'll go next. I don't have a ton from the weekend, but it did start with an Argyle basketball doubleheader. And I bring it up because I don't know if I know who I am anymore. because of just the melding of everything from the show and like.
That's real.
And yeah, and like the one ethics class I took in college, there's a blank slate theory that like there is no you. You're just like remnants of what you take from other people. And so when I sit there and I see the Birdville point guard dunk the basketball up by 11 as time expires, inside of me, I want to get angry at this 17-year-old. Then I'm like, you know what? I made fun of the Granberry guys for doing the same thing about Argyle running up the score. I got to remind myself I'm an adult. This doesn't matter. He's dunking it from his student section. Just a very confusing moment in that time. I didn't really know what to say.
Can I offer you something that may be easier for me to say than for you to do? And that is, it's weird as shit, but you can actually trick yourself. I coached a very bad soccer team with the girls. The other team scored, I would go congratulate them like they were on our team. If I'm going to do it for our team, I do it for theirs. You could have given him like a highlight call. You could have been like, as soon as he got the ball and went to the other end, if he's going to go up there, you could have been like, and he hammers it home like it's a home call. Because you don't really care, so why not make it sound cool on the tape for the kid or for whatever?
You kind of care from an Argyle standpoint.
You care, but the game is over, and you have you putting calls together is going to go better for big calls or for excited calls than chill ones anyways. And also, here's the thing, nobody else knows it. You're saying fuck you inside and doing it sarcastically, and you just get away with it.
I think you end up just saying, and they slam dunk it, and they go up by 13 as time expires.
That's better than being an old man about it.
Yeah, no, but I had to catch myself.
I don't know. I mean, you're an Argyle fan. You want to live. You're living through you, and what kind of class they have in Birdville? That's just probably indicative of the whole area, really.
But who actually
anything
thinks
below
that?
Grapevine Lake?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That feels like Brad.
It's fun. It's a weird feeling because I've told you this before, I think, but like as a coach of a 12-year-old girls softball team, and while we're mounting a comeback in the final inning, and there's an 11 or 12-year-old girl on the mound who's almost in tears, and I'm hoping that she throws another ball in the dirt so that our runner from third can score and win the game. She's in tears because she gave up five runs.
That's not a problem for me.
Her fans are yelling or screaming, like people are wondering what she's doing, and I'm thinking, and then later I'm thinking, I mean, if it was my daughter or anyone on my team,
Yeah.
And it's just weird. I'm rooting for a 12-year-old who is currently in tears to keep going south. Because it will it'll make my girls feel better for the time being, and they'll forget about it right away.
I want her to learn, and for her to learn, we're not calling in the lefty. You're going to get yourself out of this jam, sweetheart, and you'll remember if you don't.
But it's just weird to root for the pain of a kid.
If you're a rational person,
it might make my kid feel a little bit better at the time.
Makes total sense if you're a rational person.
But my kid wasn't tear-ridden. We were already losing by 5. If we had just lost at the very end and she held on to win, that would have been the best outcome for all.
Yeah.
But I didn't want that.
Rationally,
then my record would
correct.
be a little worse as a coach.
Sports makes us irrational.
I have no problem.
It's like driving and sports.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Makes me
a different person.
Totally illogical. It's terrible.
Yeah.
We should outlaw both of those things. Driving and sports.
We had
for women.
We had a birthday party Saturday, not the good kind. This was one of Brooks's classmates.
Yeah.
So I was walking in blind. Didn't know anyone. Didn't want to talk to the parents. Brooks has a better time because he knows the kids, but I don't care about him. But this was at Chuck E. Cheese, which is a home game for Brooks.
So you would rather go to a listener's party?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The word is out.
And I can't tell if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but when we walk in, Saturday was the cold day.
Yeah.
And so everyone wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese. There were a bunch of birthday parties there, but there were also just others that just wanted to get out of the cold. And so when he walked in, he was just like, this is crowded. He's used to like a wide open Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And so now that he has to wait on every game, he's not loving it. And then I think this is a good thing. When he's walking around with his other classmates, they're they're just button mashing. They're just enjoying what's on the screen. And Brooks is like, no, dude, move your guy over here. Get this guy. And telling him how to play the game. And he's getting so mad at this other 4-year-old for just hitting these buttons really fast.
Yeah, he's advanced. The proof is in the pudding.
I felt proud. It was a proud moment.
You should.
And then yesterday, I got an email from a good listener, Alec, who I think does the Blake MBR thing, which I don't like. But he's got a membership at this warehouse where people keep their luxury and vintage cars. It's pretty cool. If you have a membership, you have access, then you can look at all the other cars. It's a really sweet place. Well, in this place was the Warthog from the Xbox Bowl. And Clayton, I threw a picture in there. And I got to take Brooks, and Brooks got to see a real-life Warthog,
Dan, that's from Halo.
Which is from Halo, which is his favorite game right now. He's all about it. He now, in his spare time, will watch like campaign walkthroughs of Halo. So now he's understanding the story. He's obsessed. He's obsessed with Halo. It was a cool moment for him to see a Warthog in real life.
And he went to get his picture taken next to it. Very excited to do so.
Yeah.
Because I want to follow the story of young Brooks, as his favorite book is Brandon Aubrey's book, and you've told us that he had an opportunity to go actually meet Brandon Aubrey, and he did not want to.
Yeah, or a couple years ago, Santa Claus. But yeah, Warthog above
the vehicle,
Santa and Brandon Aubrey.
I mean, I guess culturally, it would be like if you could take him to see the DeLorean, like when Back to the Future came out. That's would have been cool, right? If you could just walk right up to that car. And the age again, he's 4. How close to 5?
But it feels like he would have rather
close.
just seen the car and not met Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. And I don't know enough about the lore of Halo to know, but I don't know. I think my son is physically pretty advanced, and he's about a year younger than Brooks, and I cannot imagine him successfully navigating any video game, much less Halo. That is...
Brooks was raised, his second parent is an iPad.
That is true. He does have like a Kim.com level hacker skills. He's going to be like by 7.
Yes, he know how to code.
Yeah, I mean, he'll write the program that codes it for you.
Clayton taught him how to switch. He can do that.
Switch the show.
Yeah.
Clayton's got to stop doing that. Just because it makes me, it's like, Clayton's job is that easy that he just...
No.
Okay.
That. The button pushing part, maybe. But then one final thing, and it's kind of a handoff light. And it was recently my dad's birthday. My dad wants to start playing Halo with Brooks. Through Xbox Live, he could play at his house. Brooks could play at our house. They could talk over the headsets.
Your dad already plays?
No, but my dad was always around whenever I had friends over. And so if we had an odd number, my dad would play.
Okay.
And he loved it. And so now...
I think that's a great bit. Spend time with Grandpa on Halo.
Yeah, I do too.
But now the kid is gaming online at 4. He's gaming over an internet connection.
Oh, you know what else? So I play a couple little games online. It's not like Halo. But I was coming up with this opinion that that is the least politically correct arena in the world.
Gaming?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's how we got here.
Because one of the guys I was playing against was Charlie Kirk's neck pain.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, that's the name of the person. I'm like,
you missed this era.
You'd be kicked off of everything.
You missed this era entirely. This is where he was born.
Oh, yeah.
This is why nothing phases you?
Dude, you don't...
What's the Bane quote?
I was born, I don't know, born in the dark. I don't know.
You adapted, I was born in it,
yeah.
Whatever. A Call of Duty lobby, yeah, that put hair on your chest.
There's a lot of people who, and this is not making it political.
Like, are they like, now, oh, look, gaming
pointing out
is not, it's very misogynistic. Oh, really?
This is how history books might write this. Do you know what Gamergate is?
I've heard of that term, but I have no idea what it is.
Well, there are people that would tell you that and like everything around it is the domino, or at least the canary in the coal mine for Trump. It was around 2011, 2012, right? I don't want to go through the whole thing, but it was a female journalist writing game reviews, and people didn't like her. And the level of treatment she got online, and for anybody who stood up to try to defend her, doxing became very big, swatting became very big, and there's like no cap. What you just said, Charlie Kirk's neck pain, did not register as a popcorn fart to me as for an online game. Like, you didn't use, I'm talking like all of the words that you can't use in succession all the time. The racist ones, the gay ones. Like, I missed that a little bit. You know, I had Jackass, but I didn't have 13-year-old Swedish kids using like "in" as a common term. Yeah.
Yeah. There are parental
But why is
controls.
somebody doing that on Words with Friends?
Yeah,
that's
that's
insane behavior.
No, it wasn't that. It's a different. It's an
I'm just
interactive.
playing.
Yeah. Yes.
So anyway, it was his birthday recently. I bought him an Xbox, a headset, and kind of walked him through how to do it.
Your dad.
My dad. Yeah.
That's a weird turn. A son buying the dad.
I mean,
an
they
Xbox.
say it all turns around.
Yeah,
so
that's
now
true.
Who turned 60?
You'll catch him beating off.
Maybe.
Dad.
Come on, man.
Why are you playing that volleyball game? So yeah, on his 65th birthday last week, he was at the tax office the second it opened to freeze his school taxes. He's got some established run in him for sure. That's where I got it.
Yeah.
But now he wants to play Xbox with Brooks. Overhead, they can talk over the headset and all that. And I was telling him this, like when he was buying me the console, it was you plug it in, you put the disc in, and you can play.
Oh, here we go.
Now it is, let's set up your account. Let's add your credit card. Let's sync your phone. Let's agree to the terms and conditions. You got to download the store. You got to download your avatar. You got to download all this. Your speed isn't fast enough. You got to open up these ports on your router. I was over for 2 hours setting this thing up.
Yeah.
There's something to that.
It's too hard.
Yeah, I don't mind
Everything
the whole
you need a
switch
login.
from the physical disc, but I suppose everything that comes with it does just make it impossible to just open it up and play. I don't know.
Making it better.
Dude, it legit might be my first memory. I'd have to look at the timeline, but going home and plugging Nintendo in with my mom with like Duck Hunt, like I remember we got home, plugged it in, and we're playing, and it was magical.
Yeah, the Christmas morning, me and my dad woke up early to play PlayStation 2. It was the greatest. You flip the switch, they make the sound. We played Madden. It's the
I
best.
did this last year.
Which
with
one has Sonic?
Sega Genesis.
I remember that one.
But those days are gone. You need an account and a login.
Yeah, when I bought the Wii, is it the Wii or the Switch? The Switch last year, I was told ahead of time, don't think you're plugging you need 8 hours.
Yes.
It has to download everything, so do it the
Yep.
day before Christmas.
Yep.
I had a huge weekend.
Wait.
Did
you take advantage of the mini split in your office at all?
Oh, you know what I did constantly, especially right now with that cool weather out there. Community Mechanical, CommunityDFW.com. We saw the boys just the other day, and man, it is really cool. Not to be all SG, but to talk to our friends who do this because they're big fans of the listener as well. It's not like they're just big fans of the show. Their life, I think, is easier because they deal with Dumb Zone listeners. Basically, every time you guys get a report card, it's really good, and it is very lame, but it makes me feel very good to hear that. So the fact that it all works together, it's nice to be reminded of that. But there's also just the basic facts that we've heard time and time again, that people had issues with their HVAC system. They had Community come out after another company had told them that it would be thousands and thousands of dollars, and Community typically could do it for much less because it was a much less serious operation that was needed. CommunityDFW.com. You can hit up Travis at any time, 469-667-7290. Sign up for that preventative maintenance. That is the key. Whether you think you have problems, maybe you just have some questions, they'll come out and they'll do that preventative maintenance for you for free, and then you get yourself going. Preventative maintenance through CommunityDFW.com, Community Mechanical. 469-667-7290, Community Mechanical. Yes, so I will string this out across the week. I'll give you a couple nuggets here. I went and saw a comedy show on Saturday night. Matt McCusker of the Matt and Shane podcast with Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker. And I didn't I don't really know him as a stand-up up until the last like 3 or 4 years. I only know him through that podcast and then went back and watched some of his stuff. He's kind of had like a late come up, but he sold out the Majestic, and he had a Netflix special in the last 4 or 5 months that I thought was okay. Thought he was way better this time. It's so obvious to me when you see somebody do comedy and then do it a year or a 2 year or 3 years later. Like maybe once they're to the point of being really good, you can't really notice much of a change. But I feel like if somebody's in their first 5 to 10 years of doing it and you see them a year or two apart, I think usually I can tell like a huge difference from just working every night. So I thought he was good. Nothing special, but it was kind of funny trying to keep up with the NFL in a room of, I was like 90% dudes. And when somebody asked, like, all right, just so we know, like, what I'm dealing with here, how many of you voted for Trump? It's probably 75% of the room. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of bros. And it was kind of funny walking out. We had the Broncos game had just ended. We knew the result. And then we were sort of walking out. Everyone's like, what the fuck? He broke his ankle? It was like very confusing because we had watched the last play. And then I think this is funny. Machine's kind of Broncos guy, but he's just NFL guy. And I was like, who's even Bo Nix's backup? And he was like, I'm pretty sure it's Stidham. And then we saw a guy like in a Broncos hat. And we were like, oh, yo, who's the Broncos backup? And he was like, I think it's like Steid. And we were like, you don't fucking know. Dude, take that. Like, just clowning this dude for not knowing his team's backup quarterback. Did it to another guy with a jersey on the way out. Just what? This is my rule. It's like wearing a jersey to the grocery store out in public when the team is playing. Don't rep that set if you're not ready to answer some questions. If somebody asks you, it's playoff Saturday, you're wearing a Broncos hat, a Broncos jersey.
Boy, what a sports bully.
I know, man.
Let's get out of here. You're wearing the hat.
What happened to let the world live? And
did you wear the hat?
Jake
Did you wear the hat because you wanted people to ask you about it? This is the NFL. This is a different story. You wear the hat? Okay.
So you have to know the team's backup. Like, what is the line?
Definitely
backup guard?
No, but I would say backup quarterback's a pretty big one.
Who's your lame soccer team that you hopped on board on the pandemic?
Red Bull Leipzig.
Yeah, can you name their center back or whatever position they have in soccer?
Hey, if Anger gets hurt, who holds on extra points?
I do think that there's a difference. I wear the jersey for casual wear. To me, if you wear a hat or an NFL jersey out the day the team is playing in a playoff game, like out that night, I assume you're trying to talk ball, right?
That's That's why I wear, in general, I try to wear plain shirts.
White tees.
Because if you're wearing your Oklahoma shirt to a kid's soccer game, it's like, hey, when'd you go there? I visited there once. Then you got to start doing that.
Yeah. And then
you wear your Q-Dog shirt, and all of a sudden, everybody's trying to dap you up.
We started basketball this weekend with the girl, and it's at a church. I guess it's a church, has a league. It's with a bunch of her friends from school. Met a good listener, Nathan Miller. He's actually a pastor himself at a church where I grew up skating. That was my favorite church outreach. Do you guys have a skate park at a church where you grew up?
I don't think so.
Man, ours was like 2-3 blocks down from me. And I was like, he's like, oh, I'm at the corner of this and this. I was like, are you serious? I was like, man, I spent like all of my time there. That was a big thing.
You were skateboard
There was
man?
a ministry outreach at GPX.
In Grand Prairie, really?
Yeah.
That's cooler because it's a real skate park. This was like a shopping center church that would set up a full like street park. And, they had to catch some souls, at least, get a few, and it's worth it. But at basketball, and I haven't been to youth basketball, so this is probably not news to anybody listening who has kids who play basketball. So this is for first and second grade girls on one half of the court, first and second grade boys on the other half of the court, and they run like horizontally, so you can play 2 games.
Yeah.
There's intros. The intros are through a like, what you run through for football, but there's no like tunnel. It's just like, what do you take your pictures in front of when you're getting married? It's just like an arch type thing. and the coach is on the mic. And it's his job to be like, bro.
Come on.
Oh, buddy, we ain't done.
What are we doing?
And
they're putting these things ahead of like the importance. The importance of the whole thing is supposed to be the game and the teamwork and the team building and not the
standing 3-1.
Well,
like everybody's worried more about the uniforms and all that kind of. This is the whole. Now this is my establish the run guy, right?
Off. It's 3rd and
the establish the run guy thing is that this is why organized sports at these young ages. Like, was it better when you were just kind of thrown outside and you all kind of figured stuff out?
Might have been better, but that's no longer an option.
And you made your own rules, and you made your own first base, and second base is the tree, and this, and, backyard football, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
Might I say smear the queer? We're allowed to? Yeah.
Yeah, who was it?
Bijan.
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 I know I tell you this all the time, but I think I grew up on the cutoff because I did all that.
You did all that.
I didn't have the internet until
you did all organized sports from the time you were in kindergarten, right? Full uniforms.
But we did
travel.
both.
He was also we did both.
both.
I certainly didn't travel or full. It was pretty spare uniforms.
Didn't do that.
But
just
Blake's
feels
also
like we're all worried about other stuff. Yeah.
For sure, but hey, why don't you get the fuck out of here, old man? Because the smoke machine's turning on next.
Yeah.
It's the LeBronification, and I'm not kidding.
No way
you.
do they have a smoke machine.
100%.
For the first grade girls.
Yes. That's what I was trying to get to why you were so mad about the intros, is then it was like, bum, 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 bum. Eminence front starts. And I'm like, dude, there's no windows in here. This is it's a small gym. And there's just smoke on both sides of the floor hanging over. And to his credit, one of our coaches, he clearly has emceed before. He crushed it. And by the end of it, I was kind of like, why not? Why not? Just make it fun for him. Who cares? Like, it didn't make him not try. So, it was fun. The basketball's not great. But
no, I wouldn't imagine. You're spending so much time on this other stuff.
But it was it was fun.
You going to be a basketball coach in the future? You got to be, dude.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll do whatever anybody needs me to do. I like sports, and I cannot lie. That's why it sucked. I skipped flag at the behest of everyone. On Friday, we were doing some pitching out at Wired Will's house, and everyone was like, you cannot go try to run in 2 days. You will die.
Oh, you have a bum foot.
I had a calf, and that's the one that everyone keeps telling me. If you push it, it's not like, oh, it'll hurt. You will be on crutches for 6 months if you tear your Achilles. It happened to my father-in-law. 6 months. Like, that ain't just, oh, Jake's in a little pain. That's like having to rearrange the studio type.
There's a lot of conversation while you were pitching over at the table while we were watching you.
All eyes were on Jake's throwing motion.
It's unlike anything we've ever seen. And they thought that you might throw a pitch to a Milwaukee Brewer minor leaguer and they will take you yard. I will say yes if you can get it anywhere near the plate. It doesn't feel like control is your thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, what I had to do was just go out and do it because you guys were all standing there.
You know who Nuke Lelouch is?
So now it's obvious. Like I don't know.
It's like Nuke Lelouch without the speed.
This is where I get this is bogging down because I didn't want to do it because I didn't want you guys to talk about it.
Breathing through his eyelids.
But I mean, I have video of what it looks like if I actually warm up, get on a non-child's mound or whatever. But I don't care. You're going to see it at some point. But the bit you guys do.
So you did this on purpose to set the bar low?
No, I did it because people who
your fans wanted to see
to be entertained by us did it. I mean, Will went and set the thing up. He's like, "When's Blake gonna be over here to hit?" And I'm like, "He won't. He won't. When's Dan gonna be over here to hit? He won't. They'll just kind of stay back there. I'll do it."
Once again,
it is weird how you guys just won't do anything.
I had to put the show out.
We hung around till well after you could have been. The show was out.
The show was out.
You could have come and hit.
Now I got to wrap all the cables and put all the crap back and get to my other games. Sorry I couldn't entertain.
I was helping Blake clean up.
It is kind of the job, but...
To entertain?
Yes.
Go take hacks?
And inform.
I went out there and threw 4 pitches.
You did. I was impressed.
The sound my back made after the first one
I was terrified.
Scary.
He looks like an athlete stuck in that body. There's an athlete in there. And then you look like an athlete. It's like they switch souls.
Yeah.
Right?
You could hear the difference when he got on the mound, though. Like, he's a mound pitcher.
Yeah, when the lights are on.
I love it. I loved it. But now Jake's mad, and I didn't want that to happen.
I just won't do it again.
Okay, now we got this.
No, not do it again ever. I won't do it again when it's not for content. Like we're not actually because you can't do.
But it is for content.
You
Look,
can't
we
do
just had a lot
anything
of content
without.
Look at that great content.
Yeah.
So much content. All right, my weekend check. I didn't do a lot. My daughter left. I have a daughter who's in college. She was with us for an extended break. They get like a month off, mid-December to mid-Jan. So she left Saturday morning, took her cat. She has a cat named Daffodil that she brought from New York with her.
Oh, okay. I was very confused.
The cat did not step outside of her bedroom. Cat terrified of 2 small poodles that are smaller than her. Cat was bigger than the poodles.
What sort of maintenance does keeping a cat? I guess I don't know what like a college apartment is like. It lives inside?
Yeah, litter box and a bowl of food. And apparently her bedroom at home is not that much smaller than like her entire... She has a very small apartment in New York. She complains about that a lot.
Daffodil's a cool name.
It is. But, so yeah.
I'll do cats too, folks.
We got rid of her. Let's see. Went to the gym, talked to my mom. She certainly gave me a very chilling weather report. I believe the high will be 5 on Saturday. She's very concerned about the weather. She knows about everyone's weather. Wherever you live, she will contact you. If she sees there's a cold front coming through Houston, she'll actually contact me just in case. That could touch us.
I know we talk about this a lot, but I guess I'm the type of person, I wish I could sit down and talk with her and ask, what is the why? What is the utility? What itch is this scratching? What if you didn't
know
what if you
the weather
didn't
across
know?
the nation?
Yeah, I mean, in your hometown, obviously, especially if you're old, you need to know. But if it's like
she rarely leaves her place.
Rarely, and
so I don't know that she needs to know it every day.
And she talks to you in another part of the country, but it's not like she's working the phones all day and needs to know when she talks to her contact in the Bay Area. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
She can always tell me the weather in Clemson, the weather in New York, and the weather in Dallas. Like she always knows. She just wants to know what. How's her granddaughter today? Oh, her granddaughter's cold.
I just don't get it.
Her granddaughter might want to get an umbrella.
Maybe.
Like she just needs to know that every day. Watch the. I know this isn't entertainment spotlight or anything, but the Marcelo Hernandez Netflix special.
Yeah, I heard conflicting reports, but
I liked it.
I'm a big fan of his, so
I'm not. I don't really know anything
out.
about him. My wife lauds his work on SNL. I don't really watch a lot of SNL.
When we got home from McCusker, Nikki was watching it, but we switched over to SNL, which was Colin Joseph's Hegseth. I think is hilarious. Have you seen it? When he comes out, he's just got a huge thing of creatine. He's like, "What's up, homos?"
Yeah.
But the rest of it, I don't know. They don't have Bowen Yang to do J.D. Vance anymore.
What are we going to do without Bowen Yang, guys?
First show in the post-Yang era.
How does Bowen Yang leave mid-season? What is that all about?
I don't know.
Is he mad weird. They had Shane on again?
No, I don't think it was that. He was mad about something. But in any case, I'll give the name again. Marcelo Hernandez?
Marcelo Hernandez. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's popping up. If you liked this, you will watch.
It's good.
I see Ricky Gervais has a new one too. We just haven't gotten into that yet.
Headset?
That one yet. Maybe. I don't know. Certainly black T-shirt.
Yeah.
I do everything he does. Went to the mall. Did a little walking. You mentioned the cold day.
Yeah.
So I actually went to the mall at the behest of my mom. She said, "Why don't you go to the mall?" I said, "You know what? That's a great idea." And then I got to talk to her while in the mall. I don't know what they're doing up in Minnesota because they could just go to the mall. There are some malls.
They've probably figured that out up there, though.
There are some malls that are just dead. Like you ever go to that Music City Mall, oddly named Music City Mall, but it's in Louisville, and 1 out of every 7 stores is actually open.
I was under the impression when it became Music City Mall and got bought, it came back. No, it's still dead.
Last time I was there, it was horrible.
What did that used to be?
Grapevine,
Gun shows.
They have what?
That's where my gun show is.
Oh, okay.
Grapevine Mall, though, unbelievably teeming. It's
it really
parking
is.
lot's packed. Every store is packed. They're doing great.
Yeah.
Decided to forego Sbarro because instead I went to the Black Bean Crunchwrap Supreme. Got some points on my new Taco Bell app. So
There you go.
I think I asked you this last time I went. You went to this spot. Did you see the Asian area of the mall?
the Asian area.
Yes.
It's not walk, whatever that.
No, but there may be something like that near there, but there's definitely candy stores. There's an area, a strip in Grapevine Mills that is like Asian fashion, candy, toys, games. It's like a whole, even the kiosks in the middle are like all, and I don't, it mostly looks like Korean to me, but I'm not great at that. But like everyone working there is Asian.
Really?
There's like a video, like there might even be like an arcade, an Asian arcade. It's cool. Like there's, I mean, I don't know. It's not like it's a theme park, but I think the idea of being able to walk through a mall and go to different spots,
like Chinatown,
like you were in a city,
yeah,
is kind of cool. If they had something closer to that, you know, Fubu down that way.
So Sbarro is the Italian area, or
well, maybe, but there's an actual place there. I don't know. I thought it's interesting to walk through.
It's
Grapevine,
like Epcot, but a mall.
kinda.
yeah. So the mall is thriving. I'm here to report. Not all malls are dead. And finally, I came up with a new anchor word. I thought of this last night, kind of a gummy thought, but idly. Idly? What do you think of with idly?
Standing idly by?
Oh, I told Jake yesterday.
Sitting idly by is a...
Sitting by.
Yeah.
You don't think it's sitting? Sit idly by? Clayton, you're on.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought that was... I kind of saved that for the end because I thought it would hit a little bit different.
Again.
I don't know. I was kind of thinking about how... Seriously, last night when I thought of this, I'm really surprised by your reaction because I was thinking that it would go differently. I was just thinking to myself, how would it go? I was just... All right, so at least one mall is still kind of thriving. Oh, and one more thing. I came up with a new anchor word last night. Idly. What do you think of with that?
Sitting idly by.
Wow,
Dude.
man. That's incredible.
No
man.
way. That's no
Knock
way that's
that
on
one
the
out of the
list.
park. Yeah,
Thanks,
make
man.
sure, but there's no way. We've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Never
This-
come across that one.
This doesn't belong on this. This needs its own list.
You're right.
The Hall of Fame of
Dumb
anchor
Zone
phrases.
Hall of Fame moments overall, I would say.
Yeah.
Dude, chat is blowing up right now.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
You're a Dan.
Hey, look who walked in. It's John Kukla from Fox 4. John, what do you got?
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but this just got delivered to the station.
You're holding a big trophy.
It's a major award. It says Best Podcast Moment by a guy who really does know lots of words and is smart and well respected.
Wow. Dan. Speech.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm not. I mean, this just got thrown up. I'm not prepared.
What?
Please.
Let's see here. Actually, I'm just shocked and humbled by this prestigious award. I have a million people who have contributed to the lead up to this moment, and I will now thank them all. Miss Van Meter, my fourth grade English teacher, she always told me to reach for the stars. Baker Mayfield, the embodiment of never giving up despite nobody believing in you. All my fans, tons of them, without you, there is no me. Your inspirational messages on social media have fueled me to keep moving forward and stepping forward. Yeah, that's kind of how I thought it was going to go. but it didn't. All right.
From the wonderful world of sports, Radio Sports Scoreboard.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Flooring Direct DFW brings you sports today.
They've got nice pros out at flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. Dan, what offer would you like to talk about today?
How about the 40% off on select installed flooring?
Huge.
That is their biggest sale yet. They're awesome, man. They come to you, they will go to you wherever you are.
Direct.
Yeah, and they'll bring you flooring samples. They have a showroom in DFW. They are local. They're locally owned. They're DFW proud. But you don't have to go to that showroom if you feel like doing that. But they bring the store to you. If you give them a call, 972-449-9456, or go to flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ, schedule a free in-home visit and take a look at what they have to offer. Maybe take advantage of their 5-star installation package where they move your furniture, treat it like their own, and then they put it back when they're done.
flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. They bring the floors to you. They take care of your home while they're doing it. And then you've got great new floors at an affordable price. flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. The real playoffs. Isn't that what it feels like?
What do you mean? Once you get past the wild card round?
It's always, I guess this is a generic thing to say. It's always been my favorite.
Yeah, no. Great weekend.
Big boy time.
The NFL honored Martin Luther King by displaying Choose Love in the end zone, I was informed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 250 on the ball for that.
What does that mean?
They've got the 200. They were forcing that this weekend too. The 250th anniversary of America. It's on the ball. It's on the sideline. You get one rejoin a game where they remind you about it.
Oh,
what's going on?
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that just yet. I would think, but okay, NFL.
I thought every game was entertaining for different reasons. Not all good games, but entertaining.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself for thinking of something on Saturday, and then it became very prevalent yesterday. The thinking that I was doing was regarding the Denver-Buffalo overtime game. As it was playing out, and the thought was, boy, should you just be so eager to kick off first if you win the toss in overtime? Have you been thinking about that?
No.
Okay, because we determined throughout the season.
I've always said, yes, kick off.
We determined throughout the season kicking off in overtime is the right decision because then
know what you need.
You get a slight psychological advantage, which also can turn into a slight actual X's and O's advantage as well, because you will know, yes, if the other team kicks a field goal, you know you need a touchdown, but you also know everything's 4-down territory. So even if you're at your own 20, it's 4th and 15, you have to go. So that's a slight technical or, logistical advantage as well. But in the playoffs, if you're saying I'm definitely kicking, there's a couple of reasons here why you might not want to, because number one, you'd be throwing your defense out there if you're definitely kicking. A defense that might be very tired after a long playoff game. But the big thing is if you actually do get a stop and then they get a stop, or the other way around, right? Because you kicked off. So you get a stop, yeah. Then the third possession of the game wins it.
Right.
So you would want to have received. And this actually played out in both games that went to overtime.
It did. That's very rare, I would imagine. I don't know. I don't know the numbers, but no, these are all logical things. My guess is that logically, would you actually in the playoffs want to change your mind? Well, it depends. I mean, what is the word? Like Bayesian probability. You're just like ranking the percentages of things that will happen. And when you get to like thinking about the order of effects that it is, if the overtime gets to the third possession and valuing that in your decision making, obviously it's important. Is it as important as what's going to happen in the first or the second? I would say less, but you're just factoring all that in. Now, to your point, I would think that if I didn't have the bye week and my team looked like it was dying, if ever there was a case, it would have been Buffalo, but they went out there and got a 3-and-out. You know? Buffalo kicked off and went.
Yeah, both teams that did that this weekend ended up – it actually worked, but then it didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's where, I don't know. There's so many factors. That Buffalo Denver game, it felt like every play was just – I don't know. Like Romo is annoying with, this is the biggest, most important play ever. It wasn't even that. It was just that crazy stuff was happening every time you turned around. So then, the most boring thing was the Bills kicked off in overtime and got a 3-and-out. And you're like, all right, well, that's the outcome. The Bills are going to win this in overtime. But, yeah, no. So I've never really thought about it, but you're right. There is an argument that tilts a little bit in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was thinking about that during the Denver game or after the Denver game, and then, of course, it happened again last night. Yeah, really, the weirdest thing is Bo Nix broke his ankle. I still don't know when. Was it on the kneel down?
No, there's a play before, a couple plays before. I've seen it played back. I obviously did not notice it in real time, but yeah, it was. Well,
he didn't notice it bad enough to I can't play.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
We found out in Sean Payton's postgame.
Which is insane. And so their backup is Jared Stidham. Has not thrown an NFL pass since the 2023 season. Has one NFL win in his career. And he will be starting the NFC Championship game. A lot of people were online like, could they go get Tom Brady?
Phillip Rivers.
Could they just get Phillip Rivers?
I certainly don't want to bet on the Broncos. I mean, we'll see what the spread is. Hey, guess the line. I haven't looked.
I haven't either.
Let's do our own. I don't.
Let's see.
It's in
Denver.
Denver's one, right?
Oh, that's right. So it's in Denver. They were the 1 seed. So New England at Denver.
With Jared Stidham.
I'm going 10.5.
Ooh.
Denver's got a good defense. New England's got a really good defense, though, too. Or do they? I guess we don't really know.
Yeah. I'm going to say 9.
Yeah, let me go double digits.
I got the benefit
10.
of Blake already.
It's weird to go in the middle of you two guys, but I want to be Eiffel Tower.
Right now, it is 5.5.
Damn.
Yeah.
Boy, I would
be all over that. Let's check back in on that on Friday. Because I was about to say what I thought was kind of a crazy take, but it's just because I've always liked Jared Stidham. But Sean Payton made that offense very easy for Bo Nix. And as the year went on, really right about the time we showed up, he started making some pretty big-time throws. But they were getting by on boom or bust, screen, just chunk it down the field, and they would complete them occasionally. But it was not good. People were convinced their offense wasn't going to be good enough to get it done for most of the year because Sean Payton is going to make it easy for you if you've got the right guys. Like, I think Stidham will be able to move the ball, but I don't think he'll be able to stay with 5.5. So, and then, crazy stuff, whatever. Turnovers, but that's a bit surprising to me. So, I don't know what direction you want to take it, but I have a lot from the Bills-Broncos game audio-wise.
Got the controversial interception.
Yeah.
On the pass to Brandon Cooks. What do you think?
I think, and I wrote this down several times in my notes throughout the weekend, is I don't know crap. I don't know anything. I don't know pass interference. I don't know holding. I don't know what's a catch. I don't know what's an interception. I don't even really at this point, after watching C.J. Stroud, I really don't even know what's an incomplete pass and a fumble because half of his incomplete passes get thrown into the ground in front of him, and I'm like, that's a fumble. Like he's CJ Stroud. I'm just saying, like, so there was so many.
He's obviously deciding to pull back.
Yes, and the ball slips out. That happens to him all the time.
Yeah,
and so,
but your hand was.
I don't know, man. I look at the pass interferences in overtime that Buffalo committed, and one of them looks obvious. The other one doesn't even look close to me. But there was earlier in the game, there was another one that Gene's like, "Yo, let him play there, boys. That's great football." 2 plays later, it feels like the same play. He's like, it's a clear arm rake. He's ranking his arm. I'm
right.
Say, what are we talking about?
Gene is only there to tell you that the refs are doing a good job generally.
Yeah, and if he accidentally guesses against them, then he'll be like, I could see what they were saying, though. Right. Here, you could see the confirmed, the indicator. But I don't know, dude. Like, to me, in real time, I didn't think it was a catch. I thought it was a pick in real time or somehow incomplete. Like if the ball came underneath him, but here's the biggest thing you could tell. Brandon Cooks didn't think he caught it. Like he stayed down with sad face because he knows that he got jacked before he ever had that ball. I guess if you slow it down a lot, there's a shot where he's down and has the ball, but man, I don't know. I think that's just
if you have to slow it down to a split second, should that count?
I think that was just a great play. I also think they got kind of screwed on the pass interferences in overtime. But the story of the game to me is anytime you think somebody has to go be Superman, in the process of doing that, they might, but they're going to do a lot of dumb stuff and maybe make some mistakes on the way because it's not a game where you can play like that. It's not basketball.
Well, he's been winning games all year though, right?
Oh, no, and he almost won this one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when people are like, look at all these mistakes, I guess I'm the type of person that I tend to think of the mistakes as related to the greatness. As like if you amp the slider on aggressive all the way up of like F it mode.
Because he has to do that in order to win.
Maybe he feels like he has to do it even more than he really does. Because there's like, that's part of it. How to match what does my team need from me? And if you're going to be thinking, I got to go God mode today, I feel like you're going to fumble more. You're just not as locked in on the play-to-play thing as you are if you feel good about your chances.
But, of course, it's quite obvious the path. It seemed to be the path was this year for him.
Yeah, but you know how this is, bro. Think about Dirk. Look, before I said to myself, or actually on the show, and you guys are like, do you feel bad for Bills fans? Like, no, I don't, because I don't feel bad for anyone. I'm a Cowboy fan. I feel bad for them now, and I feel bad for him. But it just feels like the way that the sports cosmos work out, that if he ever does get one, it'll be when he walks through like the 3 best quarterbacks in the game, whatever year that is in his career, just like Dirk did after everyone wrote him off and he put together the greatest title run in NBA history. When back in 2006, they had a much better team. I'm not saying that it was a weak conference by any means, but it wasn't 2011, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Don't you just think about when they show him on the sideline? I know he's got a lot of money and hot poon, but don't you just think immediately about in that moment you're like, I got to do all of this again. Exactly right, just to get right here. And this is where we start.
What do you mean, like next year?
Yeah, you're like thinking about August and July, and you're like, dude, I got to do every single one of that's to me the real agony of sports is just that feeling of we don't even start here. I got to do all that again just to get to here.
Yeah. That's where I feel like the Cowboys mindset kind of grew into, well, we're here. And they forgot about we actually have to do all that other stuff. Just a couple years ago when they were, 13 wins 3 years in a row?
12, but yes.
12 wins, sorry.
Great seasons. And yeah, there's something to that, I think, for sure. And now their coach is fired.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Send him to Guantanamo.
I feel like just the names that are available on the coaching market this year is kind of incredible. Do you think would John Harbaugh have rather taken over the Bills had that opportunity been available to him?
I'm not sure because I don't know a ton.
Or like Stefanski? What if I'm going to a real franchise now?
So I think a lot of this stuff is there's a dynamic involved, maybe behind the scenes, relationships and whatnot that we don't know about. For example, excuse me, I have a cough button. Brandon Beane, the general manager of the Bills, does catch a lot of heat, but he catches a lot of heat because he built an awesome team that hasn't been able to take the next step or get over the hump. And he gets criticized a lot because he didn't go get George Pickens. Think about how different that game would have been. Like they threw one backside slant against a one-on-one for a touchdown. It was so easy.
They should absolutely have gotten George Pickens,
dude. He could have done that all day.
No.
So Brandon Beane is thought of as a good GM. Does Harbaugh want to go in to a situation with a good GM that's built the team? Or does he want? I mean, I guess I don't know what they think of Joe Sheen, but it seems to me like I think I actually saw the quote, unless it's a fake. But he said something to the effect of I kind of am dealing with John Mara. I don't think Joe Sheen signed John Harbaugh, so that is appealing to him.
What's a better job, the Bills head coaching job or the Cowboys defensive coordinator? Obviously, a head coach is better, but you know what I mean. You have to win the Super Bowl.
You have
to become when you're the Bills head coach. Whereas if you could just be, bottom 20 now with the Cowboys defensive coordinator, somewhat average, and now you're a better team overall,
but
you're going to get head coaching offers because you brought this terrible.
Now, we don't know of anybody.
Or maybe the Giants is a better job just because you've got a young quarterback who you think can be really good. You've got a direct line to the owner, and you've got...
Yeah, the GM's kind of there, but...
The bar, you win 8 games next year, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Whereas you have to win 14 games and the Super Bowl next year for the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, you might be catching the Giants on the upswing, and you're trying to keep the Bills even at status quo and take them higher, and that last little bit is obviously the hardest part. At the same time, these guys are competitors. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why guys take jobs where you're like, why would you do that? But if you're a football coach, a football lifer, and you're like, if I could be the guy who coached the Bills to a Super Bowl, they're clearly not that far off. I mean, you're going to regress at some point, but I'm just, that's a draw.
How about McCarthy?
Now, that's exactly what I was about to say. I don't know if
you like that name.
I mean,
Bills?
I think I'd rather have him than,
because to me he doesn't make sense with the Steelers.
I would have rather had him than Stefanski for sure, and I like Stefanski. By the way, did you see Tom Pelissero's post about that, announcing that there was some interest between Mike McCarthy and the Steelers? It's just an AI image of Mike McCarthy at a bar in Pittsburgh with, Steelers beanie and a big stein of beer. We need to not do that, right? Official news sources being...
Well, why do we have to have, the second George Pickens was traded for, there's a picture of him in a Cowboys uniform on the field next to CeeDee Lamb?
Some reason that doesn't bother me as bad as a cartoon-looking Mike McCarthy. But in any case, I think McCarthy, I don't know what kind of staff he'd get, but, man, I like Mike McCarthy calling plays. I think he'd be fun as hell with Josh Allen. But I also think Joe Brady's really good, and they had a good year. So, who knows, man?
Is he getting head coach interviews?
You haven't heard as much. You used to.
Yeah.
He's not as hot in this cycle, but... Kill me. I don't ever want to say that.
Do you want to do Romo
this cycle
stuff? Or do you want to do some audio, or you want to go to other games?
Let's do a little bit of audio, and then maybe we could take a pee break, and we can spread this out throughout the week.
I have a little, let's see. Oh, here's my, I'm just going to start with the end, and this is just my, Tracy Wolfson is overrated.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's overrated because she's not hot.
Oh.
Think of that. She must really ask good football questions. Oh, really? Okay. Well, let's go to the post game. Here's Bo Nix. He's finishing answering one question. Then she's going to ask him another question about the game.
It wasn't always pretty. We had a good lead, and they came back, and it wasn't looking good. But, the fourth quarter and overtime, we just found a way to win.
Well, what a difference a year makes. You beat the Bills, and you are on your way to the AFC Championship, holding it here in Denver at Mile High. What is it about this crowd and having the opportunity to maybe go to a Super Bowl with a win next week?
Well, it's all.
What is it about?
What is it about this crowd and having the opportunity to maybe go to the Super Bowl next week? And then he's got to he's like, I'm on national TV, so I got to say some generic things.
Awesome. It's great to have home field advantage for a situation like this. And, they're going to be a good team, whoever we play.
Generic.
So, it's exciting. It's,
generic.
It's just, this is why you play the game. This is why you compete. You get to play off football and good things happen.
Go rest up and good luck. Enjoy this one. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
All right. That's all I got on that.
I got a few things. They do really like nicknames over there on the CBS call. Actually, I guess this is everyone. It's just we have different versions of it. This one is,
Replay first down.
Called on Forsyth. We go down to Trace.
And the Broncos are down a second wide receiver today already.
Then we've got Romo. This is an interesting one. This is Romo with Nance. And this is actually, I think, a great call from Romo. We criticize him a lot. I think this was a good one.
I always felt like you could take a shot to the end zone here. If teams play sideline defense, they don't want you to get it out of bounds. I'd send someone right downfield. If the safety's there to make the outcut.
On 2nd and 10, he's rolling, planting, going. Here's we go, Tony, to the end zone. They got it! What a call! It's Humphrey hauling it in for the Bronco touchdown.
Way to be prepared. And you said it, Jimmy.
Jimmy?
What?
Never really heard anyone call Jim Nance Jimmy. He's not a Jimmy.
No.
If anything, he'd be a James.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think maybe his son's name, I don't know. But then Romo went in on the fun.
You can see Josh Allen standing still there for a couple counts before being knocked backwards. I think progress is the right call on the play.
Nice, Gino.
Hey, Gino. Doing Gino, Trace, Tones, and Jimmy. Boy, this is one of my longer cuts, but this is well, let's just set the table on Romo. There was an article that came out last week in Front Office Sports by one of the guys who writes about these things, Michael McCarthy. And the headline, Tony Romo's not in trouble at CBS. So basically what this is McCarthy writes a media column, and he lives in media and online, and he talks to people. And he's like, boy, it seems like everyone hates Romo. All I see is negative Romo, negative Romo, negative Romo. All the accounts are tweeting all this. What is this noise Tony Romo is making? Here's a clip just called, "What the fuck is Tony Romo talking about?" You get one of those once a week. So he started asking CBS. And I don't really think he got CBS to comment, but he got a lot of background, and he got a lot of I think he got some comments from a producer, and they're fine with him. They're putting up massive numbers, which McCarthy uses in an odd way to say that Romo's actually great, because that's not answering the criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying, oh, there's a lot of criticism of the way Tony Romo calls the games and his lack of preparation. That's actually not true. The reality is they had the best season since returning to NFL coverage since 1998. On Thanksgiving Day, they had the most watched game, Cowboys-Chiefs, blah, blah, blah. But so it gets to, does it really matter? It doesn't. It's just for us, for fans who either like or get annoyed by listening to somebody call a game, right? It's not going to affect their bottom line.
It kind of doesn't matter who is in the booth.
It really doesn't.
I don't think people are actually
It matters for your experience.
Tuning in or out, yeah. But you could save tons and tons of, if that's got to be somewhere that they eventually, when all this money starts to regress, I don't know if it ever will, right? But the NFL billions, do we start with announcers? Like, should an announcer make $18 million?
No, I mean, I'll tell you, I have
just because
more
the TV makes a lot of money
in the Fern to sit next to Jimmy than I do for the Fern to coach the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And one of them makes like almost five times as much money.
Yeah, talk about what's the tougher job.
Schotty's coaching a football team.
Like Sean McVay doing what he's doing.
For 12,
because they had talked a few years ago about maybe he'll just ride off into the TV sunset. And he could make $18 million a year.
Some guys.
$15 million a year, yeah.
So I think Romo's very aware of this. I'm not saying he's necessarily bothered by it, but the CBS angle, off the record on background from McCarthy's article appears to be they're totally fine with them. And in fact, they wish everyone would shut up about it. They think this is an unfair media narrative, which now appears to just be what you say about everything. If somebody's like, they're being critical of me, that's an unfair media narrative. So I listen to him almost every week, though, and I do think there's an obvious marked difference between him and Greg Olsen, and even Tom Brady now has lapped him. Here's an example of a really confusing part of their broadcast.
Once Josh recognizes his zone, he looks one place and has an affinity to use his legs. First down, and guess what's coming?
Well, he hurries.
Okay, so first down, right? They had just picked up a first down.
Okay.
According to Romo, they had just barely picked up a first down.
And has an affinity to use his legs. First down, and guess what's coming?
Well, he hurries the team to the line.
No down and distance on the TV.
Again, he gets shoved, and he keeps driving, and he got about halfway home, but he's got the first down.
Oh, they didn't give him the first down.
Yep.
He's got it now.
Okay. Dude, they'd converted. The whole sequence was just a disaster. That's an NFL broadcast.
Yeah. Why are they running to the team doing that quick play if he had already got the first down?
Exactly. The down and distance were never displayed.
Might there be an indicator
somewhere?
Like having been a player and stuff, you kind of know.
And
going to games every week.
That sort of stuff to me seems like it happens a lot. But
let me say, you're saying at first they were talking about an unfair narrative. Let's just take a quick pause here to talk about something that is fair.
Oh, man, sorry, yeah.
Leasing a vehicle from fairlease.org.
Especially if you got a company and you're trying to save on that bottom line, that P&L, Dan.
Yeah, our buddy Travis over at Community Mechanical actually replaced their whole fleet. They were leasing from D&M Leasing. They called up Fairlease. Fairlease was able to beat that other deal that they were getting by so much that they bought them out of their D&M lease, and they now lease all their vehicles through fairlease.org. Contact Fairlease. Use the dumb zone in the drop-down menu there at fairlease.org, and tell them you heard about it here. And maybe if you need to restock your business fleet or just a couple of vehicles, fairlease.org will make it worth your while, and they'll be very fair about it.
They will be.
Not unfair.
And I'm going to try to be fair here by playing Romo, another great call by Romo. I don't know, maybe this is lame to, as I'm going through and I actually notice things he does well to pull, but I feel like if we're going to do it,
sure.
This is a moment.
Because you're fair.
Exactly. This is
fairlease.org.
Yep. This is a moment late in the game where he noticed that the clock had been reset, and it allowed Josh Allen to take more time to try to draw the defense off sides.
5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Cooper got twitchy. First down for Buffalo.
The key to that, Sean Payton's going to be upset, is because Josh Allen said, hey, reset the play clock. You guys told us there was a catch, not a catch, and they reset it, so he was able to go on 2 leg lifts. Haven't been able to do that recently, and that's why you got Cooper.
I wound it back, and sure enough, it was like the only time he had been able to actually kind of fake the leg lift, because now go on 2 or go on 1 means 1 leg lift. You can't hear anything in there, right?
Yeah.
But then he does this thing. We could have done a watch this montage again. Mm-hmm. If you listen to a Romo game and you got one more left, it doesn't matter if he's telestrating or not. I want you to watch this. He always wants you to watch this. He's worried that you're not watching this. But then this runs into his bit where I don't know the name for this. Maybe there's a name in script writing or in the English language in general, but it's when you're using the word like, but it's when you start putting yourself in other people's positions to tell a story. And then if that were me, I'd be like, but then if that were me, I'd be like, and then you can see over here, they're like.
So if I'm a Bears fan, I'm like.
It's an odd way to progress as opposed to just saying Bears fans are.
Right.
So this is the combo.
Watch. Sean Payton's special. Here's Crump. He's going to act like he's blocking. I'm blocking, guys. No one cover me. I would never catch a touchdown. Yes, I will. Denver takes the lead.
No, I'm over here. No, I wouldn't. Yes, I would. No, I wouldn't. This is a nice Romo shot.
This either allows you to go down and take it and try and get points at the end, or if you give it back to him, then Buffalo gets what? A double-up chance, right?
Yeah, they deferred at the top, so.
There you go. Let's see here. Ooh, there's one more nickname. I don't think I did this one.
Nice, you're exactly right. Those two have to create some plays that are a little outside what is normal, and they have so far.
32 seconds again, out of timeouts, Tone.
Gotta get this ball out of bounds.
This is Romo taking it to break.
He was at 200 consecutive passes in the postseason without being intercepted before this throw.
Josh Allen tries to pump fake. No, back to Denver.
Okay.
That was all over the place.
No, back to Denver. This one, to me, sounds like, what was it that Miley Cyrus had taken a big bong rip of?
Salvia?
I think this sounds like Salvia Miley Cyrus Romo, as he just starts talking fast sometimes.
Bozo's coming after him in that pass wide of the mark, coming for Prentice.
That's why you got to be prepared. Like at the end of the half, we talked about, I'm like, Buffalo got hurt on all these other things with the run going through, and you're going to find, here comes Milano. It's going to create a free rusher because they only have 5 linemen blocking here, and I don't like that call, knowing that this team's coming after you pretty consistently.
3rd and 9.
Okay, I'm going to play that again because this is very similar to Tracy Wolf's. There's no sentence here. I don't think you could write this out and make this make sense.
Bozo's coming after him in that pass wide of the mark, coming for Prentice.
That's why you got to be prepared. Like at the end of the half, we talked about, I'm like, Buffalo got hurt on all these other things with the run going through, and you're going to find, here comes Milano. It's going to create a free rusher because they only have 5 linemen blocking here, and I don't like that call, knowing that this team's coming after you pretty consistently.
I feel like I just had a stroke, and so does Nance.
3rd and 9.
He's like, all right, man.
I'll just wait.
Whatever you say. And then my final clip here is just when the machine becomes self-aware. This sucks, right? But people know their catchphrases, that sort of thing. This is now customary as they head to the 4th quarter in any close game.
Tony, we're heading to the 4th with a spot in the AFC Championship game at stake.
Ooh, here we go, Jim.
Yeah, it's over.
Yep, it's over. It's fun, everyone.
When he this early in his career, he can't be leaning into his caricature.
I know.
You know, it's not. That's now his catchphrase, and he knows it, and he's just too aware of it. And
the tricky thing is like, I don't know. I think it's just because I'm really lucky to have partners I can talk to about this on a show. Be like, that's not good or that's good. Like maybe Romo thinks Nance loves it because he's saying, Jim, here we go, Jim. And Nance is quietly sitting there like, I hate this so much, but it's his thing. And they just don't know how to tell each other because their broadcast is a disaster as far as getting what each other are trying to say at certain times. It doesn't work.
I wonder if Jim would prefer if it was still Phil Simms.
Dude, truth serum, I guarantee you. Except for the old rising tide lifts all boats things where...
His paycheck.
I
think he would kill for Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. He wouldn't be able to handle
Troy.
it.
Absolutely, no.
Anyone.
No, and I've even said, I do think they would fit better together. Brady, I think Brady is too big for the booth he's in. Like Brohard is you or me. He's to Tom Brady. Tom Brady doesn't have any idea who he is. He knows who Jim Nance is. He was a veteran who was announcing all of his big games, you know? So, like, that kind of fits. And I also think the NFL, it's the NFL. They control everything. You can't say, well, but they signed with this network, so the network, they should be able to say, I want this announcer crew on this game. And I think Tom Brady should have been on the New England game. I think Troy Aikman should be on whatever is the biggest game. That's the way I think about, Troy and Joe feel like the adults in the whole room. And then put Romo wherever the Texans go. Let Romo do that game or whatever.
I'm on board.
Obviously,
I'm on board.
That mixes up because the Texans were actually playing.
Whatever, we'll figure it out. I'm on board with that. Can we also do playoff seeding by revenue?
Okay.
Oh, we're taking shots here.
Shout out quickly to Lone Star Beer and Lone Star Light. Don't forget the Lone Star Light. Don't forget that sweet little blue can. They will be powering up our game broadcast on Sunday and maybe your little watching party as well.
Oh, yeah.
Go to LoneStarBeer.com. Use the code DUMBZone21, and you get 21% off all merch at LoneStarBeer.com. Make sure you tell them. No, you don't have to tell them anything. You just go to LoneStarBeer.com. But, yeah, we enjoy a little Lone Star on a Sunday football game. All right, let's take that break, and then we got a lot of other games to get to.
Are you all in? We are with all-in pricing at Flooring Direct. I'm Rick Renner. Often other flooring companies quote you low to just get the job. And then when they tear up your floor, when you're most vulnerable, that's when they start asking for more money. We don't do that at Flooring Direct. No surprises. We know what it takes to have a perfect installation. That's why we're the highest rated company in your community for decades and running. Go to Flooring Direct, DFW.com.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Quality Roofing has drones. But, yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though, because you don't. I mean, if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah,
you're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing. Go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008. And all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
You know, all these places want your birthday to give you free stuff on your birthday. Space them out.
What are you gonna do? Eat 12 meals, the free meal? Even if they give you the whole month, that's a lot of pressure.
My birthday, May 15th, to this place, June 15th. That place, July 15th. That place, August 15th. Because then I get one free thing a month.
I mean, I'm just in the dojo learning, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in awe.
Yeah.
They were gonna throw a shot in us before we left.
Awesome, let's do it.
What do you think?
Couldn't hurt. Glutathione is great. Let's do some shots.
All right.
Shots.
Yeah.
Glutathione
shot. Take a shot.
Yeah.
So glutathione, I recommend doing in the glute only because it's not as comfortable for the injection.
The glute?
Yes.
The butt?
Yes. We'll face my computer.
Just gonna hurt?
It's not going to be as comfortable. Glutathione is kept cold in the fridge, and I think it is a little spicy, just from personal experience.
So you've had this?
I have had this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Hear that bell just rang out there.
All done.
Do I have to pull it up now?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
I believe in the future, but not today.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think.
Ooh.
I'm so detoxed.
Do you have any questions for me?
Quick one. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Okay.
Why should people watch DZTV?
It's on. It's on. It's on every night.
It'll make you feel better about yourself.
Stock tips, medical advice, what to do when your wife goes to book club.
The meaning of life.
So I can keep my job?
DZTV.
Weeknights at 9.
On More 27.
Deep. Thoughtful.
Meh.
I got this email literally this morning from Anson, who wanted to shout out Travis and his team at Community Mechanical. So anyway, he had another HVAC company. And he said there was a part that needed fixed, but the labor would be $4,000. And turned off my heater and gas for safety reasons, and then said it'll be 2 weeks for them to replace it.
Sweet.
So he said he was already planning on calling CommMech. And then he says in parentheses, I've shortened community mechanical.
Yes,
anyway,
he has. We'll let him own that one.
For an alternate quote, but also to see if they might have a better response time. Now he says, everything I've heard about this company on your podcast is true. I called the office, left a voicemail, had a return call within 5 minutes. Explained the situation. The lady I spoke to gave me emails for both Drew and Travis, asked I explain it to them. I sent all the info, including photos of my equipment. I put in the subject line that I'm a Dumb Zone listener that needs help. They call me 9 minutes later. They gave a ballpark estimate over the phone. It was a quarter of the price the other company quoted me. They sent one of their technicians to the supply store a couple hours later to get the parts. They have the parts in hand. They were at my house 8:30 a.m. the next morning to complete the work. And really, he goes on, there's a lot longer thing where they also discovered like a gas leak that was in his, because his wife had smelled. Anyway, he says they're the real deal. They have a customer for life. You have my permission to use my name, all that kind of stuff. But we've gotten tons of these, though.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Just to know that people are, they're saving people from the cold, from getting ripped off. And they're our boys.
Yeah,
I'm proud of
it's,
them.
CommunityDFW.com and the number that you can call or text. And they'll return your text, 469-667-7290.
Trident Access Services, I had garage door bad, but after just one email wrote, could I call you Dad? Had a brand new door put in just a single day. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Yeah, the website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
I wanted to tell you a little tale of going to the doctor yesterday for my annual trip. I do it every year.
You asked for the finger treatment?
Well, we'll get there.
Oh.
The
Good.
finger treatment, do you call it?
Yeah.
I can't wait till you turn 50. I'm going to call your doctor and tell him to start doing it earlier.
No, by the time I'm 50, they're going to have figured out something else besides a finger.
No.
Some kind of a magic.
Maybe, but if you called my doctor, he'd be like, finger? We've been at Fist for 5 years now. He's paying a premium for that.
Bobby
punching your
Who are
prostate
you?
to make sure.
You speed bag.
So it's the annual physical. They now call it a well check, which for some
Why
reason
Hillary lost.
I feel like that's woke. I don't know why.
Yep.
But they're like, it's a well check.
Yep.
So if you are 50, you're anticipating the finger bit or whatever Blake calls it, and so you got to make sure Well, you schedule your. Thank you, Sean Kernan and 360 Wealth Management, for letting us have Business Wednesday, and we scheduled the doctor appointment for yesterday afternoon.
Blessings in no time at
Business
360
Wednesday.
Wealth.
And so, if you're, like I said, he's going to be down there, back there, pretty intimate, as intimate as you've ever been with anybody else in your life, I hope. You're going to shower before. So I showered like at noon after our calls. You know,
That's
we had
so funny, dude.
What?
You're just like a little whore. You should prep your little body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, you
put
want
a little oil on.
Maybe give it a little powder so it smells okay down there.
Yeah, you clean it up for him, Daddy.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Write a little note.
He pre-lubes it. So.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
yeah, I'll
like.
be ready. You don't have to worry.
Kind of brings in a light dimmer.
You don't have to wear those gloves. I'm fine.
You
I'm
know
cool.
me.
How clean it is.
Anyway, so I'm showering before, flossing on the way. You know how I floss in the car.
The Dumb Zone. Okay, we're talking to Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Lakers. Now we're gonna play a little game here. These are some cultural interest questions. How many feet are in 1 mile?
How many feet are in 1 mile? Oh shit. How many feet are in 1 mile?
Can't get any help, you know.
Yeah, that's a good one, right? I don't know.
5,280. Yeah. Who's on the $5 bill?
Kid.
Oh, God. Damn. I don't know.
Doesn't carry anything that low.
Carry anything lower than a C note?
No, I've been rolling with Shaq. Shaq doesn't carry anything less than Benjamins.
Okay, you know who's on the $20 bill?
Oh.
You don't have an ATM card?
I do. I don't look at it. I don't pay attention to things like that.
All right. What's the westernmost state in the United States?
What?
The westernmost state.
It would have to be California.
That would be Hawaii.
Oh, shit.
Trick question. I'm sorry. I kind of bagged you on that one. Who shot Martin Luther King?
Yeah, I wish we knew.
What's the in the history books what they say?
That must be a trick question because history books lie.
You don't think it was James Earl Ray?
Nope.
Another conspiracy?
I think it's tough to tell. I think everybody has different opinions on that matter.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Will getting shot be a personal injury? If so, if you got shot, call Frankel and Frankel, 214-817, then all threes. Shout out to the Frankels. A great longtime sponsor of the Dumb Zone. One of the original 6. Right? Maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Something?
No puppet.
There you go. Little memory there, too. So back to the couple other games, and then we'll do news and stuff. I'll just keep going in order, right? New England, Houston. The big question coming out of that, I think, is: are we going to offer the C.J. Stroud? Do we want to lock him up? What does C.J. Stroud get his second contract?
Man.
Because first you have to pick up the 5th-year option, right?
You got to do that. They've probably already done that.
Got to do that.
Yeah.
Just to get another look. But when you're able to pick up the 5th-year option, some teams, if you know you got your guy, you let's lock him up now, because if we wait another year, it'll cost more.
Yeah, and you can live with whatever. They haven't done it yet, by the way. You can live with whatever that.
You
that
have to
hit
do
is.
the 5th-year option.
20, whatever. Yes. But, man, I don't know. We're wrong about these guys so much, and then you're wrong, and then they get better, and then you're right, and then you're wrong, and you're right. But
Baker had his 5th-year option picked up, right?
Yeah.
And they just never got that
Jameis,
contract then.
For example.
Daniel Jones got it picked up and then had a pretty good year, and they locked him up.
Yeah. Now, it didn't end up breaking the bank, but
No.
so it's not like if C.J. Stroud has a good year. I mean, he would literally have to be the MVP for you to come to him and think, I'm going to pay this guy $60+ million a year. But maybe, dude, I don't know. This is a longer sports gummy thought. But I don't think it's just – we talk a lot about the mid-tier quarterback and the Sam Darnolds, the Bakers. Patient zero for this is probably the Stafford Goff trade. But there's – fascinating little experiments playing out all over the NFL. And we talk about how maybe that makes it less likely that a team is going to pay a mid guy all the money. I mean, I think maybe it just means we start seeing mid guys get mid offers on extensions. And CJ Stroud, it sounds crazy, but gets like an offer that's $43 million a year. And the cap's going up to 260 or 252, and then and you're like, okay, well that's
so. Yes, now we're dealing with the feelings,
and
and the long term,
right? But I mean,
because
in all those other cases,
oh,
guys
do you
got
want to insult him?
Right?
Yeah,
they got humbled by another team.
But like, you know what? I'd rather go somewhere else and make. I don't know.
Well, my thought is that seeing Darnold, Mayfield, all these guys. Is going to make teams more likely to say, I'm sorry about your feelings. You have done nothing when it counts.
Yeah, would you want to
I can find another guy now. I know that I can go find another guy now.
You say it to linebackers. You know, you say you want to move and maybe risk or whatever, or do you want to just stay here and take this lesser offer?
And that makes sense, by the way. I love football because every position is different, and you do need to treat the quarterback differently because the whole thing revolves around them. Their level of buy-in and confidence. That's another one. Confidence is all this is about to me. You just see it over and over and over. Look at this. You see it in college more now. Like this Drew Mestamaker kid's going to be my new example. This is a no-star player. He's a backup at UNT. He sees what it looks like to get in and effing deal for a few weeks, and then he's like, oh, I can do this. I think that's really the biggest thing. So I think you have to treat your quarterback in a way where he's not on edge that he's about to get run at all times. You also can't let him bend you over to the extent that Dak did, but there are many other examples of guys who kind of held their team hostage and ended up with getting way overpaid. And I'd be surprised if Houston does that this offseason. That's the worst I've ever seen a guy play relative to expectation in my life in the playoffs.
Would you have considered benching him at halftime?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, they're because their defense was keeping them in the game.
So DeMeco Ryans, how are we grading him? Another big thing coming out about him is, number one, that he didn't bench him, and he claims he never thought about it, which I think should be a bad thing. I know you're trying to show your quarterback that I really believe in you.
Yeah, but you won games with Davis Mills, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to, you can't say that I didn't even think about it.
You should.
You
should say you didn't think about it because you're either going to do it or not, and there's no point in planting the seed of lack of confidence unless you're going to get the benefit from actually doing it.
So you didn't. So you did that fourth down play. Did you think about a pass play, or did you think you only thought I'm just running the like? Don't you want to say I do?
Lied.
I think about all situations. Of course, I think about everyone. I think about every player on the team.
I know what you're saying, but I also know what he's doing.
Well, but also I've seen some conjecture that, you know what? You had to leave him in because you have to find out what you have for the future. The divisional round of the NFL playoffs is not the time to be determining the next 5 years. It's about winning that game right there. And if it does damage his confidence, well, guess what? Then he shouldn't be there anyway.
Agreed. That's really where the rubber meets the road.
And kind of a Tua no, it's a Jalen Hurts situation. He's the one that got benched.
Yeah.
During halftime of a national championship game. And it's going to hurt his confidence, but you know what? I'm worried about this game right now. But I think I'm going to come up to this again with Chicago. That's a big, big decision that maybe you have to have Nick Saban-like untouchability to make it halftime of a game. If DeMeco Ryans makes that move and they just finish the game the same way, is he heavily criticized? Because, you're not sticking with C.J. Stroud? I mean, he's the guy.
Normally.
And is he worried about that criticism
Normally, I would say you're on to something. Although, a couple things. I think they're in love with DeMeco Ryans. I think they think they got their guy more in him than they do in Stroud. But even if I'm wrong about that, I'm just going to go eye test here. And you could tell Troy was all over this and really kind of bothered by it. There was no getting up off that mat, dude. you knew within the first 3 or 4 possessions of that game of watching Stroud play, something's wrong. He's like panicking. He's not able to complete basic passes with no pressure because you could see it in his face, and I hate to be that guy. But if there was ever a time where the country was watching a guy piss down his leg and had you replaced him, I don't think everyone would have been like, Stroud was going to kind of work it out. You could have done it then, dude. He threw a flea flicker, a pick on a flea flicker to a lineman last week and had 3 plays worse than that this week. That's when we talked to Landry the other day. My thing was like, he wasn't actually horrible. It's just that he has 2 or 3 plays a game where you're like, whoa, dude, what are you thinking? Where Dak might do that once in a season.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, CJ had 5 or 6 of them. It was crazy, dude. I mean, I know New England's defense is good, but that was a different level of just...
Yeah, right before half, he was a mess.
How many tip balls that weren't picked? But the pick he threw trying to throw to Kirk deep down the left sideline that got picked was a YOLO ball. He throws YOLO balls.
The other D'Amico Ryans thing was down 12, the final score, 28-16. You punted with 4 minutes left.
That was weird.
I know it was deep in your own territory, but what was your plan? Go ahead and let's play out the math.
Yeah.
How were you going to end up winning that game? You had to go for it there. One more note from
also
that.
It was 4th and 18 because C.J. Stroud took another sack because he was just awful.
With the Patriots moving on to the championship game, it's nice to see their drought end. They had an AFC championship game drought. Do you see the list for NFC championship game? It's with the Bears not making it. If there was no Cowboys existing, the Bears, it would look like forever ago. They are the longest since the championship game. And it was 2010 was their last appearance. 15 more years.
Yeah.
And then that's where
it's
the
really
Cowboys
bad.
were.
And yeah, I do. I actually look at that chart. I have favored it on Twitter. I look at it a lot.
But the last 17 AFC championship games have had at least one of 3 teams, Jets, Chiefs, Patriots. Jets, the anomaly, of course, but they made it 2 years in a row.
That's wild.
With Mark Sanchez. And then the Patriots and the Chiefs, of course.
Here's what sucks even more about the Patriots. It was so easy to hate their other teams. I hated the Patriots, dude. I hated Tom Brady. I gave him a brief pass when they had Randy Moss, but I hate Robert Kraft. Bill Belichick, I don't like. They started to be also like the team of Barstool. This is something you missed, but like I grew up on that part of the internet, and it was like, man, fuck these guys. They're the most annoying fans in the world. Just this boss, I hate it. And their team was just so white and so there's no swagger. I just hated them, dude. This ain't that.
You like Vrabel?
Holy shit, man. Do you like Vrabel? Do you like Drake May? Do you like the whole vibe of the whole thing? Like Stephon Diggs is fun again. Travion Henderson's a fun player.
It does seem like
they've nailed their drafts
Vrabel.
Between Christian Gonzalez. I mean, obviously, Barmore has got some domestic issues, but that's a player that's fun to watch. They're just this is a different Patriots team. And it's hard not to like, and it sucks because it's the same fans. But my Sumer brain thing of the week I looked up, my football AI. Rank NFL quarterbacks based on efficiency. I use a thing called EPA, but just think of it as like yards, points, whatever, generated on non-first read throws. As I was watching the Patriots on whatever day, and Drake May's number 1. Because I don't know. I guess I kind of like I've watched them, but he does a lot of Bo Nixy basic stuff to me. But there were a few times in that game where I was like, good God, you don't lose that. He's got it. Like, they got a guy. 3rd, 4th, just shouldering around and then just ripping something. Like what Caleb Williams can't do type thing. He's for real. And Vrabel will be the coach for 10 years. Minimum.
And they don't have a huge, expensive bat. Like when Dak took over, they were still paying Tony Romo a ton of money.
Oh, yeah. They don't have
This could be a big window for them to go nuts in free agency.
Sick.
Like if
Caleb Chase somehow is like a Pro Bowl type player for them.
Like if Pickens
John Steven
was a free agent, they would have to break the bank for Pickens.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what? We forgot. I said I was going in order. We forgot the Seattle game, but Seattle won 41-6. The power plant finally just affected the whole team. And how about Darnold? How about Seattle? Might be awesome.
Just keep it clean. What do you know about Mike McDonald?
Nothing. He was Baltimore's guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just that when we talk about trees, and almost all of it's Shanahan, except for Ben Johnson. And that's why Ben Johnson hates all those guys in their little club. But McDonald is a Ravens defensive coach for 10, 12 years. He didn't even really play in college. But he's a linebacker through and through. That's cool to me.
It's weird. If you have you could have a Darnold versus Stidham Super Bowl. Let's do the Bears game. All day, snow in New England, snow in Chicago. Oh, my God. It's the elements. I just love this game. Obviously, snow games are great, right? If they were all in domes, would we have been sad? Could yesterday have been?
That's Donovan's bit. It drove me crazy.
He wants them all in domes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's insane.
That was awesome yesterday, I think. Just seeing the snow. It just makes you sit down and watch the game a little bit. Speaking of, I'm not sure if I know everything, or what's going on. You said that about a catch earlier, the interception, controversial interception. Kyron Williams scores the go-ahead TD at the time with 8:50 left. The Bears, right? And as he's going around the right side, he was pretty much wide. There was nobody there. He jumps for joy at the 1-yard line, over the goal line, and lands out of bounds. And that's a touchdown. Don't you find that interesting? Just the way you have to complete a catch and this and that and 2 feet, and even when you fall out of bounds, then you got to. But you could just be holding the ball.
Yeah, somebody.
But he never touched the end zone.
That kind of sounded like an Al Pacino sound I just made briefly. Weird. Somebody with the Bills lunged for the end zone, and I know obviously you break the plane, but it's kind of weird that you can just
and then if the ball
dive as soon as it hits,
drops out of your hand,
yeah, like barely in your hand as long as the nose, But it is weird, but it's kind of cool because you imagine like a laser. I do going up all over, and it's like, did the ball at any point sneak in here before?
So two narratives were ruined this weekend.
I know, that's the thing.
If you think the NFL is fixed, maybe the NFL's fixed it the other way just so you wouldn't think it's fixed. Because Josh Allen should have won. That would have been that's absolutely what the NFL wanted. And the Bears should have won. You would think that's what the NFL wanted, or at least it's what Collinsworth wanted and Tirico. I started recording this as it was happening, thinking to myself, okay, they haven't won this game yet, but incredible last touchdown in regulation for the Bears, right? Amazing.
Yeah.
Runs back
to the 40 from the 10 or something.
It was a 40-yard, 10-yard pass. And it was just incredible. So they're just going nuts.
And Soldier Field is absolutely nuts right now. What a scene.
It's like something out of The Wizard of Oz. I have never seen anything like this one for the Chicago Bears. I've been around football my whole life. I've never seen it.
What is the Wizard of Oz thing? What are we saying?
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Like they're celebrating that the curse is finally over type thing or something. Is that the closest I can get? Chat, holler at me.
Anyway, so then
can I sidebar? I know I'm making us late. I hate that movie so much.
The Wizard of Oz?
And part of it is that my mom used to do the witch impression.
And
she had a good one. And she liked doing it too much, you know? It was like a free pass to just use that. Oh, God, dude. Ugh. This is a Wizard of Oz free zone from now on.
But, do you think Collinsworth is a bit superlative sometimes with what is right in front of him? Do you think that's ever happened to Chris Collinsworth? Mike, let's see.
This is the 106th season of Chicago Bears football. There have been championship seasons, great championship teams in the earlier days. There's never been a season like this in this city.
Any city.
Yeah.
Any city.
What are we talking about?
The world.
What are we talking about?
Every city.
They go 11-6
because they won a playoff game.
Well, they've won a lot of close games. They've one
come
score
on,
games.
Dude. It's the
Any
divisional.
City. No city has ever seen. And let's actually wait and see if they win this game. Spoiler alert: they did not. So lots of Bears destiny. That was the feel I got through the whole fourth. Oh, Mike, this Bears, and you're there, and it's the crowd, and they deserve this and that. And then, of course, the Rams are just yet another team. If you're a Cowboy fan, if I'm a Cowboy fan, Jim, I'm like, I can't believe that New England is kind of back in the mix already. I'm also saying, I thought Denver, when they signed Russell Wilson and then had to eat all that money, I thought that cripples a franchise for like a decade. That's what I've been told, why you can't pay Pickens and Micah and Dak and CeeDee Lamb, because that would just ruin your franchise. And you know what? What if you trade all your draft picks and you sign big contracts to guys you made trades for, like Aaron Donald, and you just sell your soul to get that Super Bowl win? Well, certainly now you're going to be in hell for at least a decade, probably more times.
A lot of pain.
Wait, actually, they're right back there. They've all were good, got bad, and then got good again in the same time that the Cowboys are still just muddling along. You've seen Philly do it too.
Yeah, if I was going to do the Philly playlet if you wanted, because, they gave Carson Wentz the same or more than, what Dak was looking for at the time, and that went poorly. They had a coach and quarterback fall out. Now both those guys are gone, and they've won another one, and they've been back. It's you just look around the league and you see plenty of cases where teams figure it out because they're not committed to this is the only way to do it, which typically Dallas has been.
Okay, so one more point of potential controversy in this game to me. Ben Johnson loves going for it. You'll see people lamenting that fact. If they wouldn't have gone for that fourth down, they'd have 3 points there. Then they would have won the game. I don't know if that works out. I don't believe in that. I believe in going for it on fourth down a lot like Ben Johnson does. Would you have considered going for 2 at the end of that game?
Man. No.
Okay, number one, if you do believe in momentum, you would have considered that. Number two, if you do believe in momentum, well, why didn't they carry the momentum into overtime and win the game? I thought there's no stopping that. They did get a stop.
Yeah,
and then they threw an interception.
I love go for it on fourth down, but I'm a little more sketchy on 2-point conversions. And for a while, maybe that wasn't the case, but it just, I don't know.
Like, do you save a play that you don't use until?
Yeah, and ideally, having a quarterback that can move, which every quarterback can move better now than the average quarterback 20 years ago, you would think it would improve the percentages, but it doesn't seem like it's getting easier. It seems like teams really struggle inside the 10 these days, 2-point conversion or not. And I don't know, Caleb Williams was not down to down making plays. I just don't know, man. It's a low-scoring game. Let's see if we can make a play in overtime.
Well, can you imagine?
I feel more confident that Caleb Williams would have been able to complete a 60-yard touchdown in overtime on 3rd and 11 than I am that he can pick up 2 yards right there when he knows he has to.
Can you imagine the criticism, though, if they did go for it and didn't get it? He would be destroyed.
You'd be destroyed because Chicago, unlike Buffalo, and maybe this is not true because Buffalo just fired their coach, but I don't know. I think in Chicago, even though they haven't won in forever, if their coach cost them a chance at this magical run, yeah, I don't think people would have been supporting him. I think there would have been people asking for him to be fired this morning. Legit.
That's why I do kind of think the go for two crowd now. I don't know, man.
But it is interesting you point out the momentum thing because that guy should be consistent. Momentum guy should be way more go for two guy, and you never hear that.
Because they had the moment. They just did that.
What's a more momentum changing play?
Now, let's say though you get to overtime though. Did they win the toss?
Yeah,
they won the toss,
and they got a 3-and-out also, just like Buffalo did.
Do you kind of say, "Hey, let's keep Buffalo's defense out on," or not Buffalo, the Rams' defense out on the field because we've been out there on the field, and
yeah, no, I mean
it did work.
But it's actually the same situation too as we talked about in the other game, and I can't remember if it was McVay or Sean Payton who said this, but at the end of halftime, that's when one of them was like, "This is where that bye week's going to show up. We're about to outlast them." So the coaches that had the week off were aware of it. You would think, I don't know. I actually learned something from a sideline interview.
There's some good McVay post game. I'll save that for later in the week.
Yeah, I want to hear that. I heard a couple of clips. I love listening to him talk. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's like
he loves talking about we just did, and then sometimes he likes to talk about Poncho. Poncho, it's the ultimate outdoor performance shirts for men. I don't know.
There's almost no doubt he's into it.
Doesn't it have SPF in it?
It does have SPF in it, Sean. You can coach football.
You can wear this on the sideline. You can wear it up in the booth if you're sitting next to Steve Berline.
Hey, get back. Get the get back coach. He's too close.
You can wear,
Pull
you can
Sean
wear it
back.
when you go out fishing. You can wear it for it's great.
Anything
you can do in a poncho.
PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone will get you $10 off your first order. That's Poncho Outdoors. There's 2 O's there. PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone. They got short sleeve. They got long sleeve. These are the best. 5 O's
in that thing. You just gotta count the O's.
Shirts, really in the market.
Put on your O face when you're doing that.
You don't got to iron them. If you got weird body like me, they got to fit for you.
Just shake them out. Just shake it.
You can, I don't know, dump any sort of liquid all over yourself and just wick away. Wick away. Doesn't matter. Sweat from coaching, I guess. I don't know. They're great shirts, though. You don't just have to fish in them, folks, at ponchooutdoors.com/dumbzone. $10 off your first order. Get yourself a Poncho shirt, Coach.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
News.
I like that. Let's see here. The first news story I have is that despite the fact that I pay for your paper, I really can't stand your website, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. We're just going to say that again here because this story just went away while we go to another story. Oh, you know what? Let's play the video because I want us to follow this trial. I told you guys last week that local rapper Yella Beezy was set to stand trial for the murder of fellow local rapper Mo 3.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's talking about that this weekend.
Well, Yella Beezy did not appear at his hearing on Friday. This is a murder for hire plot that took place back in 2020.
Not real surprising knowing Yella.
Watch this, Dan. You don't need the sound, but this is 35, dude. This is broad daylight, and I'm just going to let this video play for the video listeners, but there's a beef, and it's highly suspected that one individual planned the murder of another. You basically have a guy kind of like kind of cause an accident on the freeway, and when the other car stops to check on him, he runs up and check that out, dude. That's right here. Right on 35.
Just gets out of his car and starts chasing him and then gunned him down?
Yeah.
Goes back to his car?
Yeah.
On his way.
So they know who did that, but they're looking for they're looking to pin the murder on Yella Beezy. And I also was searching in our files to see if that Yellow Beezy video was in there already. There's a tweet in there, Clayton, that I also thought maybe we could put up because Yellow Beezy, a Dallas guy, you can see Yellow Beezy 214. This back in August of 2025. Okay, the murder was in 2020, which he allegedly orchestrated. This is his review of the Cowboys documentary.
Yeah, okay.
The message I received from that documentary is pride and ego is the death of success. Too much of both will destroy greatness. Catch it before you regret. It's just a words of wisdom.
Yeah.
From Yellow Beezy while he awaits trial. I'm going to call this a thumbs up because it's entrepreneurial spirit as an employee of McDonald's, a 19-year-old employee, stole a little over or almost $700 using a device to double charge customers during credit card transactions. This took place in Springtown. And I'm just going to say that guy
Porcupines
is 100% the geek squad of Springtown. The fact that there's someone able to pull off that scam.
So what did he do?
It's a device that you install to they make it sound like it installs to the legitimate
It's just
customer
double
payment thing.
charges.
Yes. Actually, it would add $10 to $20. It wasn't a double. It was a random amount there that went into a fund that he had control of.
Okay. Brilliant. And because how many times do you just run your card at the gas station? You don't go back and look and make sure. Hey, wait.
I don't, man.
I spent $20 on gas that day. This says I spent $25. I've always theorized that the companies can do that. This goes along with my theory of insurance companies actually incorrectly bill you on purpose, knowing that only half the people are going to catch it.
Yeah.
And that if they just do this at places, at the coffee shop, you write a $1 tip, let's say. What if they just change it to $3? Are you going to know that a month later when you see that or actually look at your thing if you look at it every month?
My high school girlfriend's dad would stop the gas pump at like a certain, I don't remember, but like 34 cents. That way, if he saw a charge at the gas station for anything other than 0.34, he knew someone had used his card.
That's genius. That's worth the price of admission today right there, folks.
Blake's like, I want to marry you.
No doubt. I know we love whenever police departments do bits. The police department down in Round Rock made an arrest late last week. I guess it was on the 14th. They arrested a DoorDash driver who had a pizza. So, if you're a cop and
they don't let him finish delivering it?
You like
they
bits,
delivered the pizza.
They delivered the pizza.
Oh, okay. And then they put it on social media?
Of course they did.
Yeah. He's walking up to his door. He's got the body cam footage, the whole bit.
All right.
The whole bit. And then they killed the homeowner.
I was going to say, did they ask for a tip?
Nice.
Nah, no tip.
I've had something similar to that happen.
Do tell.
So it's a sad story, but a guy in the apartment next to me died in his apartment. And I came home one night, and there was just cops everywhere, lining the hallways and stuff. And I had ordered Uber Eats before I came home, so I didn't know it was going to be there. But
that's a baller move. I love doing that. Time it out.
Wait.
I do that too.
You're on the road.
Yeah, but
you order for someone else to pick up your food. You could have picked up your food. This is today's youth.
Okay. I lived right down the street from the studio.
You don't have to explain. Go ahead.
Okay, well, fine.
I've done it. It's not good, but I've done it.
And I kind of forget that the cops are there, and then I get a knock on the door thinking, oh, it's the Uber Eats guy. But no, it's a police officer with my on the border bag. And I open the door. I'm like, we can't let anyone outside of the building in right now, so we're just going to have to deliver.
Here's your fajitas.
That's great that he would do that, though.
Yeah.
Could have been sitting there forever.
Like that body.
Yeah. Like that Bart Starr body. We've got the list of all the personalized license plates that were denied. We get this every year, almost 2,000. And everybody's got a news story about this. There's so many that are just lame. Like, okay.
I think Schotty might have a Schotty.
No way.
Boy, that's a good call.
I'm just saying, doesn't he seem like personalized license plate guy?
Yes.
Or grit or something like that.
Someone find out for us.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
Yeah.
Faith.
Like, oh my God.
FFF.
Yeah.
Just like my tattoo.
Or is it some like coach's son? Is it like somehow like no vowel, someone's got to find this out. Get back to us. But like if you want to put this word, KWICKIE for quickie, that's getting rejected.
Why?
Is it sex?
Does not list the explicit reasons why specific plates get rejected. They just
rule over us with this iron fist. I thought this was America. And I thought this was the most America state in America.
Let me tell you what's the most American thing is trying to get one over on your government. Because of the 2,000 that were rejected, 350 were occurrences of the letters DV being used in ways that were clearly meant to designate disabled veterans.
And they were rejected?
Yeah, because they weren't disabled veterans, and they were thinking, possibly if I get like DV-425, park in a handicap spot, people are going to think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, they banned that, and they have to because it was a seventh of their rejections last year were just people trying to
cosplay, and I'm the bad guy.
Trying to steal valor for
t-shirt.
Parking.
I have a Dallas Marathon finisher shirt.
From the makers of somehow a song about jizzing on window shades was #1 in America for many years. They do say that the Department of Motor Vehicles is trying to catch up on slang, which is a tough thing for them. And you really can't get away with any usage of AF.
How about TF?
Authorities also blocked all 101 variations of anatomical references, excuse me, which was dwarfed only by 100 requests featuring the number 69.
Yeah. Big Peen 69.
6'7" out there, though?
That seems harmless.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
6'7", the new 6'9".
There's a couple of other, I think, funny ones that got rejected.
Any 420s? Can I get a 420 on my plate?
Boy, I bet not. That's not
Why
listed
not?
in here, but I bet. I mean, yeah. You can't do FAFO.
How about
that? Screams big truck.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Dan.
LMBAO?
It's not listed, but I doubt it.
I guess we should just try some of these ourselves.
Somebody tried letter UR space broke. Stunt on them a little bit, and that got denied.
Aw.
Okay, Karen with a 4 for the A got denied.
Yeah.
These are all pretty good, aren't they?
Chappie's got a Chappie.
Chappie definitely has a Chappie.
If you see Chappie in the wild, I'll get people sometimes sending me a note, little DM. Hey, is this Chappie? No, it's the other. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a little surprised he
Big
paid
truck,
for it too. But he also loves him some him. You know, I mean, I've told you guys this, but I wonder if you think that's better or worse. Not than our former boss's Premier League team that he started being a fan of a year before he got the license plate. But when my brother was in college and he was playing quarterback at Tulane, my dad had a license plate that was the digit 2, LANE 7, which was my brother's number. And it's like, it's already really hard being the
quarterback family.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not like the tits. Like if you're going to be having a 1-to-1 TD to pick ratio, there's going to be a lot of criticism coming your way. There's going to be a lot of people looking at you. And do you get kid exemption, or because to me that's pretty gay?
I think there's a kid exemption.
Yeah. I mean, what's better, that or
because they rejected mine that said ISUKBYZ, and they were like, "I'm like kid exemption." And finally, Lamar Odom was arrested and charged with DUI in Las Vegas. He's very young, Dan, but I'm doing this because I think he's my entry for. God, I didn't know he was still alive.
Oh, yeah.
And there is your news, my friend.
Poor Lamar
The
Odom.
Dumb Zone News. Like and subscribe.
That was a good news.
Let's do a little viewer mail
Happy
birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, what if this is brought to us by Harry's? My God.
Love it. I got a neck shave in today with my Harry's razor. Harry's no longer.
Oh, yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
It.
It's a great razor. There's and I don't know why I went away from Harry's for a while, but then they gave us one, and I'm like, okay, this is just a better razor. It's just very clearly a better razor. Harrys.com/dumbzone. They'll get you the all-new Harry's Plus razor, a 5-blade cartridge, 2 ounces of foaming shave gel. Get yourself a little travel cover to protect the blades. Harrys.com/dumbzone. They make them in Germany or something.
No root tugging. I'm reading in the copy points.
Fire blade.
Yeah, no, it feels so smooth. It's just like you're brushing your hand across your head, and then all of a sudden there's no more stubble on there, or I guess your face. If that's the kind of
and to read the promo code,
you can shave anywhere you want.
You can
shave down there.
Harry's clean your nuts right up. And for the promo code, one more time, here's the German owner of Harry's.
Are you looking at me?
It's harrys.com/dumbzone.
Do the CTA. Do you see it?
I already read all that.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. You kind of front end it. No, I didn't read the gay. I didn't read the gay part that says, "Please support our show and tell them we sent you." I read the rest of it.
Says that it's mandatory. You have to read it all. You have to say, "Please support our show." Please be nice to us.
We love your razors. We're moving your stuff. Don't cancel. It's just, I thought the German thing was going to go better. He does an accent sometimes.
I don't do an accent. I've never ever done an accent.
If you do one. Whose birthday is it?
Dear Captain Cleveland Creamer, it's my 48th birthday, and I guess I'm so gay or not gay enough, so I have to send in my own shout-out. My leaders are Chappie for not letting the haters get to you.
Well, that's no lie.
Jasmine for surviving knee crabs. Jake for bringing the intentionality each and every day. More, what's on my TiVo? I want to record it and sit back and watch it with Frito. More roast twins making faces at Jake's vaguely offensive jokes.
Ooh. Check
the subathon tape.
Damn.
And Sarah's big, beautiful brain. Punt on second down. Yab. DZ Day 2, number 978. Travis from Round Rock.
All right. That's an ideal email. Tell me.
That is an ideal email. All right, let's do some Today in History.
Game Day Men's Health
Brought to us by Game Day Men's Health.
On this day in history.
Of course, that's where our studios are, the Game Day Men's Health Studios. We mentioned them already today, but we will tell you again. 10% off TRT for life if you go into any of the 12 area locations and mention the Dumb Zone. Maybe stop by, get a little vitamin B boost for the week. Get you right. Get a little, some of the locations, not all of them will have like that IV you can hook up to.
Yeah. But they definitely all have testosterone.
Yeah.
They definitely all have peptides. not to belabor the point, but I am dealing with an injury right now, and I've heard from my other fellow injured old men, like, this really helps. It does. It's insane. It is insane how much quicker your body can bounce back.
So check them out.
For real.
Game Day Men's Health.
Get a boner.
Get a boner, dudes. Show it to us. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
That's the new
Email it in.
We'll only put rock hard game day customer dick on the wall.
There you go. All right, today is Monday.
Next to the neon sign. Sorry.
Monday, January 19th.
Of course.
January 10th. On this day in 2001, former NFL player Ray Caruth acquitted of first-degree murder but convicted of conspiracy and 2 other charges in the fatal shooting of his pregnant girlfriend.
All the news about your football team ain't been good news.
He was sentenced to a minimum of 18 years, 11 months in prison. And he's out, right? He's out.
19 was too harsh of a punishment?
18 years, 11 months.
Okay.
I said 11 months.
All right. It seems like you could round
19
up.
years seems silly because we want him to be out when that baby's born and the baby, or when the baby turns old enough to kind of know who he is. Although I believe the baby's had a little problems because of the bullet in his mom killing her.
Baby's not
doing
able
that
to
well.
live a regular life.
Anyway, he's out.
He is out. He's been out for 8 years. He lays all the way low.
Yeah, he does. You don't.
That's the right move.
He didn't OJ his Twitter account, and
he's
get a podcast.
Not on Cameo.
People would pay him money to send a cameo.
People would pay him money to do a podcast. Some gambling company get. Oh, by the way, I think Michael Irvin's podcast on Netflix dropped today.
That's very interesting to me.
It's the Real House in the promo too.
It's very interesting just that Netflix is doing podcasts.
They got pardon my take.
And Michael Irvin, who was a very good radio guest, but he's never been like a good radio host. Never.
For sure.
Now they're like, you know what? Let's stop giving you the constraints of radio that makes you try to at least know what you're doing for 10 minutes at a time. Let's give you like an hour. Just, I don't know that the.
It will be a lot of. There may be some diamonds in the poo-poo, but I doubt it'll be good.
And I love Michael Irvin, though. On this day in the year 2005, the American Cancer Society reported that cancer had passed heart disease as the top killer of Americans.
All right.
Age 85 and younger. I guess 85 and older, you still.
Never ever quit.
That's right. Cancer kept striving. On this day in 2010, Shaq became the 5th player in NBA history with 28,000 points. He was playing for the Cavs at this time.
Jeez. That's an all-time jersey dissonance.
Here's something I just learned this morning. I was today years old. Do you like people saying that?
No, I don't.
When I learned that doctors on this day in 2013 performed life-saving surgery on Carl Pavano. Do you know Carl Pavano?
Yeah, Red Sox? Or no, where did he pitch?
Pitcher, I don't know. All over the place.
Yeah.
Twins.
Okay.
He slipped on ice and fell onto the handle of a snow shovel while cleaning snow.
What?
While shoveling snow. And they had to remove his lacerated spleen.
What's that thing for anyways? Didn't Romo's... His was always all jacked up.
No one knows.
Literally no idea, dude.
He said that he was determined to pitch again. Ron Howard narrator voice. He never pitched again.
Oh, no.
He's with Johnny Manziel.
Guess you need a spleen.
On this day in 2016, Mike Francesca announces he's going to retire from the Fan.
Aaron Boyd.
So today is January 19th. So January 2016, he announced he would retire from the fan at the end of 2017. So he gave a 2-year window.
That's amazing. I think your level of self-importance tends to be directly linked to how long is your retirement runway.
Didn't Nance do something like that recently?
Oh, yeah. He did it for the NCAA tournament. He went on for like another year, right? Like Dirk is the other end of the spectrum where you're like, how about nothing? I'm trying to just see if we have any Francesa that, I don't know, without previewing it. This says C-bomb, but it's probably edited. Let's try.
Nothing exciting to
I can
talk
see it
about
in the
that
wave.
game. Titans over the Buccaneers. They stay in the wild card.
Sniffing around.
And on this day in 2024, Japan became the 5th nation to land a spacecraft on the moon.
Didn't they go to the other side?
Blake, all 5 nations to land a spacecraft on the moon. What do you think? Blake Jones, try to answer the question. 5 nations.
You're giving me China because you just.
I said Japan. That's very racist that you would even say that.
Well, give me China.
Okay. You say Japan.
United States.
China. United States.
That's 3. Russia.
Russia's 4.
Germany. Can I ask the audience?
Yeah. What do you
I
think?
actually don't know, but I know nuclear capability-wise, I was going to make a wild play and say like India, but I don't think that's right. It's probably Canada.
Leighton?
Canada.
The answer is India.
Oh!
About that.
Because they got nukes. So does Pakistan. Now, I'm not saying those are the same, but I feel like,
Yeah, I was thinking about, when I was looking at this morning, thinking about that whole theoretical power plant we're going to build on the moon, like a nuclear power plant. I'm not sure all the other countries in the nation would be, or in the world would be like, oh, okay, cool. They probably have something to say about that. They'd probably be a bit concerned about it.
Yeah. They're like, I think we all share the same moon.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if
So today is January 19th, this day in Dumb Zone history.
Back in 2021, you were in your weight loss journey. You got down to 177, Dan.
Good Lord.
You said you did it by you stopped eating ice cream. That's your big trick.
Well, I did soda.
Well, I know soda, but
yeah,
I think you lost another little bit to get down to 177.
Yeah, I gained about 20 of that back, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
I feel like this is where I belong.
I agree.
Because I was 20 higher than this.
No, I was looking at pictures of not Beth, Taryn. Beth went to McCusker on Saturday. I had a couple extras. That's why I was confused. But Taryn sent us some pictures of Fight Night 2016. Big boy.
Chubby Dan.
Big boy.
I don't remember what weight you were whenever you included your ball sack in a picture of your scale.
I once included my ball sack.
Yeah.
It reflected up. Yeah, we
Yeah,
could
it was
see
a
your
shadow.
carriage.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
And you tweeted it.
Yeah.
I was naked?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, of course you were. You're trying to shed some
That sounds.
LBs
I've
on
never deleted a tweet. Are you telling me that's out there?
Probably.
And yeah, it's out there. We talked about it on
It'll
the
be
show.
tweeted in 5 minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh no. Why'd you tell me? I don't want to know that.
We were also trying to figure out the new name for the show. And today, on this day in 2021, we eliminated the Bone Zone, Bitburg, and Vag Radio, Victor and Jake.
Yeah.
And then on this day last year, Romo was doing the game, and I think he was... I don't remember what he says here, but I remember we had a fun time with this. This is Romo on MLK Day.
Now you've got life if you're a Steeler fan. It was looking real bleak when they were driving down.
Well, the NFL was proud to be supporting an initiative called Realizing the Dream, a movement that rallied communities to perform 100 million hours of service leading up to the 100th anniversary of Martin Luther King's birthday, which is today. And we can all contribute to MLK's legacy through acts of volunteerism and social change. To learn more, visit realizethedream.org.
What a day. Martin Luther King Jr. deserves to have a day named after him.
Most Pittsburgh fans made the drive up here 3 hours away.
Wow.
Dude, that's so good with that music in the background. Get down to That's great.
Deserves to.
Wow.
Tell us more, Tony. We actually have a break right now.
Dude, and it's also low-key just so funny when you forget to say junior, but then want to add it. Listen to it again. He goes, Martin Luther King Jr.
See.
What a day.
Visit realizethedream.org.
What a day. Martin Luther King Jr. deserves to have a day named after him.
Yep. Go on.
Most Pittsburgh fans made.
That's fantastic.
Let's do Romo versus Nora on who.
Oh my gosh.
Who could tell you more about why Martin Luther King has a day named after
I
him?
want him on every holiday. You know,
What
it's
a
a day
day.
of memorials.
What a man.
You know him. You love him. Memorials.
I'd never heard that.
What a day. Martin Luther King Jr.
Junior, I think. Had a dad.
That's so good, but we're
Had
less
a dad.
concerned. Less concerned about him.
Old Marty.
Luther
Called him
King
Marty.
Jr.
Dude, you know the disease I have right now is, especially with the playoffs going on, like, do you guys do Trump to yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot. For me, it's just like,
yeah.
just like walking around. I'm like, oh, not going to do it.
Yeah.
And everybody's got one.
With my dogs. Me boys.
Dude, I can't stop just saying the names of white wide receivers, like in Trump voice. Braxton Berrios.
Joe Jarvicious.
We don't know about Puka. We don't know about Puka, but we know about Lad McConkey. They all have the funniest names for him to say. We love Alec Pierce. Sorry, back to you.
We're going to make a phone call. We have a special birthday today, but first, the Dumb Zone birthday of the day is also a sports birthday. Like, I can't not call this the Dumb Zone birthday of the day. Okay. You tell me if I've made the right call here. Deuce Robinson is 21.
Oh, wow. That's a future first-round pick. Now, one dream in front of the other. We don't know which sport, but...
Son of Dominic Robinson. Former USC two-sport star, but I don't think they were letting him play two sports like he liked to, so he went to Florida State.
You know what's funny is he wrote a letter to the NCAA. Like,
he actually did.
Yeah.
Requesting, like, he wanted to be able to practice more.
Right.
And they were like, you know what? We don't really have any control over anything anymore.
Yeah.
So we're going to exercise like they're the mall cop of the world.
Yeah, that's true.
They actually are like, you know what? We're not allowed to do anything. We can't control this the NIL anymore. We used to. We can't control where players go. We can't control coaches. Never could. You know what we could still do, though? We could limit your practice time.
That's a great I never thought of that.
And try to make it seem like you're still required to be a student, and because we don't want to take – Yeah, but what about when a team now has to play like 3 playoff games and blah, blah, blah? Are you worried about their student? Hey, I said you can't practice more baseball.
Very weird. Shout out Florida State.
Can we make a phone call?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's dial it up.
Great acting.
What? I think Blake's dialing. I was thinking she might answer.
I think she did.
Hello?
Yeah, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Hello. It's my mom.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hi, Dan's
You know
mom.
who this is? Listen to this.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's Sydney Sweeney.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear what's going on? Okay.
What do you know about her?
Sydney Sweeney? I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
You don't know who that is? Well,
No. Who is it?
We are calling to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for Dan.
Oh, you're welcome.
What is the weather like in Cleveland?
It's very, very cold. It's about, 10 degrees. And we have lots of snow.
And what is the forecast for Saturday? What did you say was the cold day this week?
Let me see. What's the forecast for Saturday?
You can tell me what you told me yesterday. I don't really need the up to the second one. But go ahead.
I will. Let's see. Why is it not coming up? There it is. They say it's going to be 21 here today, but 15 tomorrow.
Jeez.
But
Go swimming.
Right now it's not. Right now it's actually 14 degrees. And it's going down.
Okay, well, you still didn't answer what I asked you, though.
Saturday it's going to be 9 now, they say.
9, all right.
That's the high.
The high of 9. What are you planning on doing then that day?
Probably staying home and doing nothing.
Hell yeah.
What are we watching on TV these days?
What am I watching on TV?
Yeah, anything good?
Hell's Kitchen. I love Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Who's the guy on that? Is that Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Gordon Ramsay thing. But it's almost over. The finale is coming up.
You ever find it odd that on these shows they tend to always get a British guy, and if people like listening to British guys yell for some reason? Like, I don't know that you'd take that from an American. He's a very mean man.
Well, I guess he's, a very, very famous restaurateur, very, very famous chef, has lots of Michelin stars and all that, so.
Yeah, Jake. What's on the birthday agenda for this evening?
Pinochle.
Nice.
Pinochle. Who are we playing with?
Claire and Nancy and Pat.
Ages?
Well, Claire is 93. I think that Pat is 86. Nancy's 79. And then there's me.
Okay, you're a baby.
76. I'm the baby, 76.
The baby of the group. Any movies coming up with Rose?
No.
What was the last one?
Last time I went to a movie with Rose was to that Superman movie.
With the dog?
And it was pretty funny.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I think Dan was disappointed in the trailer anyways. I don't know. I don't know if he
I didn't think I was going to like it, and I did like it. So.
I refused to see it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
He said it was too woke, which is he says that all the time about stuff.
What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to ask him. I'm serious.
What is too woke, Dan?
Just too much of that DEI garbage that you always hate.
I'll have to ask. Ava texted me this morning. She's going to call me this afternoon. I'll ask her what it means.
Ask her what woke
Please
means?
do.
Yeah. What's any Cleveland Brown? Usually I tell these guys you will update me on Cleveland Browns news.
Nothing right now that I know of. I haven't listened to the local news in the last couple of days.
Any unclaimed funds?
Yeah, I was telling him about your unclaimed funds. Why did you go to get the unclaimed funds?
Oh, because they want to. The governor wants to use unclaimed funds to fund the new Brown Stadium, which is just crap. So I'm inviting everybody who even has $1 in unclaimed funds to go and get it.
Respect.
What do you think this grassroots effort? Like how much?
A dent?
Yes. I guess the dent that you'll make is, yeah. What did you get back from it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm getting like $1.65, something like that.
$1.65.
Yeah, but I don't care. Better in my pocket than
Heck yeah.
a new stadium.
Not going to put a roof over my
please.
stadium.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They're talking about, I don't know, like millions of dollars coming out of unclaimed funds. And those monies belong to somebody somewhere, and those are the people that should have it, not the stadium owners.
Any names that you know who share a birthday with you? Famous names? I'm looking at today's.
Robert E. Lee.
Robert E. Lee is correct. He's not alive.
Also, big time back.
Yeah?
There's somebody else, I can't remember who it is.
He's not woke.
Who's not woke? Robert E. Lee?
Right. Well, I mean, not alive
dead.
as well, but but he wouldn't have been
I
woke
got
when he's
it.
alive. How about this? Shelley Faber, is it Faberes? Faberes?
Fabre. Yeah.
We know her
Fabre,
from The Wife on Coach.
Oh, okay.
Well, she was also, she's the one that recorded that song that was popular in the 60s, Johnny Angel.
That's right.
Huh.
That was written about Johnny Manziel.
No, it wasn't.
Are you
Johnny Manziel wasn't even born yet when it came out.
How do
And
you know?
She was also on the Donna Reed show.
Okay. Also, I have here Dolly Parton. She's 80 today.
Oh,
Wow.
today's her birthday?
Yeah.
Wow.
She dressed up as a cowboy cheerleader like last year or 2 years ago on Thanksgiving.
Okay. Oh, good.
So you still have time.
Yeah, she was 78. You could still be a cowboy cheerleader.
Oh, no, I don't think so, dear.
Paula Dean's birthday is today.
Whoa.
Are you on board with her?
Chef, right? Is she a chef?
Yeah, I thought you liked chefs.
Yeah, but not all chefs.
No, all right.
She had a particular birthday party once, I think.
That's right. She's not woke.
Didn't she get in trouble for using some racist language or something?
She did, but she makes biscuits, so what'd you kind of expect,
Yeah.
Lots of people make biscuits.
They do indeed. Well, happy birthday.
Well, thank you, dear.
I hope that you win.
And thank you for calling me on my birthday.
I hope you
very
win at
sweet.
Pinochle. Well, we talked this weekend as well. I don't just save it for your birthday. That's right.
I know.
You know I'll call you when I go to the mall.
Yes, you do. Anytime you're walking around the store or in your neighborhood, you call me.
There you go.
On your walk.
That's right.
Very kind. Very sweet.
You know what? I am very kind. Not enough
I have
people
a
talk
good
about
one.
that. I'm rank your sons.
Oh.
You're both my favorite.
I don't want to hear that. All right. Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Tell Rose to call me.
Good day.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, there she hung up. Sound effect. Elsewhere today, I knew she wouldn't be able to name these people. JaVale McGee is 38. Remember the quaint days when we were like, boy, that's the worst move you've ever made is signing JaVale McGee. This is going to set us back. I want to go back there.
Yeah, me too.
Can act like I will thank him. Please sign JaVale McGee.
For an 18.7 rebounds, 6 turnover game from Christian Wood right now.
Yeah, do it. I want to be mad at the Christian Wood move, not at...
Oh, man.
Jeff Van Gundy is 64. Jonathan Taylor is 27. Do you think he has Carly Ursay-Gordon's number in his phone?
He better.
Yeah.
By the way.
Remember when she was the genius of the NFL and like, oh, my gosh, look at that. They're 8-2. She's holding the clipboard. This is awesome.
I know, but then Daniel Jones got hurt. How do you recover from that?
I thought it was her on the sideline with the clipboard that was making the awesomeness.
I think they're going to be fine. You guys get your licks in now. And okay, I'll stay over here on Carly Island.
They're going to get Kyler?
That'd be fun.
Carly and Kyler? Kyler Ursay-Gordon? Walter Jones is 52. The longtime Seahawks left tackle.
Oh.
Jim Morris is 62. He is was a Major League Baseball player. Never got his shot till the age of 35, and he inspired the movie The Rookie, which I'll bet you were fired up about.
Yeah, I've seen it hundreds of times.
Yeah.
The Dennis something.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. All right.
My grandparents were extras in that movie.
How does it just run in your family?
Well, because they filmed it during the dark days of the Rangers. And so just on a random Tuesday or something, they had everybody come down and sit in the first level, and they got to move down.
They were just at the game.
Yeah.
We're going to find out that, like, I don't know, Blake's great-grandfather was in the background of
Charlie
Casablanca.
Chaplin, yeah. Richard Lester, movie director, is 94.
What's he got?
He was the movie director for Superman.
Okay.
The real one. The one without the dog. Sean Wayans is 55. He's the one that's not in Requiem. Dre DeMatteo is 54. I met her.
Sopranos.
Frank Caliendo is 52. Pete Buttigieg is 44.
That's nice.
Hospital bed.
That's nice. He's got a little... He rides his bike. He's got a little hospital bed there.
His husband sits on the back. They
We
ride
love
together.
that. That's nice.
Rapper Lil Scrappy is 41.
Man, it's fight music.
And Katie Seagal is 72.
I think recently played a show with Jorts to celebrate Donald Fagen's birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jorts has a weird...
Very weird.
Forrest Gump type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like Forrest Gump if Forrest Gump was actually watchable.
Great movie.
Born on this day now dead, besides Robert E. Lee. Interesting, my mom, that's the one she pulled out.
Pretty quickly, too.
Yeah. Like as if she was like busy celebrating.
Yeah.
She had the mustache and the whole get up.
Yeah.
Anyway, also born on this day, Janis Joplin. Junior Seau.
Ooh.
And Mac Miller.
Damn,
what a day.
Yeah, that's really tough, man. There's a guy, Macmillan, who plays for the Broncos. That's how Nance says his name. Every time I'm like, damn.
Dead on this day, still dead. And then what is Romo? Like, great man.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome, brother.
Totally deserves to be alive. Dead on this day, still dead. Earl Weaver, Stan Musial, and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Wow.
Is that a wrestler?
Yeah, that is the first wrestler that I ever saw, Dan, that had the full shaved, tattooed head. He had like flames on his head.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. Another level has been unlocked. Bam Bam Bigelow was a beast. Intercontinental contender perennially. Never really the big guy. There you go.
There you go.
Wrestling.
And
There's some
that's
wrestling.
what happened on this day in history.
You guys got any closing remarks?
Don't forget about the PLE Thursday at Conde Rosso and White Rock.
Not White Rock. Well, yeah. I guess
It is White Rock.
Sorry. Damn it.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Gettysburg, wow. I go to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to look and to watch. And the statement of Robert E. Lee, who's no longer in favor. Did you ever notice that? No longer in favor. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill. They were fighting uphill. He said, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great general. And they were fighting. Never fight uphill, me boys. But it was too late. Gettysburg, wow, that was a big mistake. He lost his great, wow. I go to Gettysburg, that was a big Gettysburg, wow, 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 wow. Gettysburg, wow, wow, wow. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight up Gettysburg, wow. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill, me boys. looking to watch, looking to watch. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight up Gettysburg. Never fight uphill, me boys.